right.
Well, everybody, it's part two shows this week. News, Awestruck Comics Podcast, out of control. News, out of control. We tried to record last night, and I just fell asleep on the Zoom. Rob's like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" And I said, I'm exhausted. I can't do anymore. Too much news. It's out of control. Out of control. So, second ep, but Rob requested as I was passing out online. He's like, "Wear that shirt. That shirt rules." And
That's right.
that's because you love Michael Cho, and then it matches. And I should give you this background, and you'd be all
Yeah,
bright and stuff. You know what I
right.
mean?
Because then I look like the sun.
Right. What's your shirt? Take your shirt off. What's that shirt
Oh,
saying?
it is Dr. Brown. See, Dr. Brown.
Dr. Brown. Dr.
He was
Brown, our
filmed.
chiropractor, both
That's
my
right.
father's and Rob's chiropractor. He has a shirt. How was that even a thing?
When you sign up someone new, he gives you a shirt. So I had like three
So
shirts. I signed
funny.
up a couple of people. It's
Wow.
awesome, dude. Um, I got it in salmon. And my last time, I'm like, I want bright orange to look like my. I'm like, I shine on the Teletubbies with this shirt.
Wow. That's not great.
That's a reference if you have kids.
Yep.
Good reference.
Teletubbies, everybody.
It's not great. Not great. I forget that you don't have kids. You have adults.
I have adults. I watch Teletubbies. I watch Teletubbies when,
Remember the deal was like people would watch them high.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Not that I did that in college.
100%.
Anyway,
I would never think
let's
that, by the
do
way.
it. We watched Pokemon like religiously. We watched like the first, so we had a cassette tape, either
The first
Rhonda,
season.
like we had the straight first season. We watched it all the time. Like the first season of Pokemon, 1997. I don't know. So anyway, let's jump into the end of the San Diego Comic-Con news. I will say that me and Rob are pretty disappointed in some of the comic news that never happened. Why don't we just kind of mention the comic news didn't happen? One for me is there was rumor that John Carter animated series was having a panel, which they did, but then there was a notice that one of the Titan Comics representatives was going to be there. So it was on Reddit, it was on Bleeding Cool. Bleeding Cool lists a lot of bad rumors. But the one I know, and then you can talk about the Spider-Man one, but it was supposed to be that the Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff is no longer at Dynamite, and the Titan was getting that completely. So that made me crazy to the point where I kept checking the news over and over again to the point where my girlfriend's like, "What are you doing? What is this?" Like it was not a good boyfriend. I just like, I swear this news. Where's the John Carter announcement? Because again, as much as John
The-
Carter stuff that came out through Dynamite, the only thing that was good is kind of like the fictional John Carter at the end, the Hayden Sherman. That was kind of it. Everything else was kind of just fine.
That was
It
good.
wasn't that
I
good.
tried. I
I
really did
wanted,
want
I
to
want to like it.
dive
Yeah.
into that. I wanted to be great. But when it first started, it was still that whole Dynamite Browns. Every color was like
All
brown,
Browns.
boring,
Yeah, yeah.
and just not. It's not great. I really love John Carter. I thought. I almost wonder if Dynamites is like. Are they actually Burrows or are they public domain? Like they don't. Do they ever call it John Carter or they call it like Warlord of Princess of Mars or they try to skirt around it?
Yeah, you're right. There's certain things with Burroughs where I think some stuff might be public domain or certain things are licensed because I know that they couldn't say Tarzan, so a lot of the stuff through there was Lord of the Jungle.
Right.
Same thing. You're right.
On the
Warlord of Mars. But there was John Carter at the end, so that was. But recently they just put out like a Warlord series, but I don't know. So I don't know. Well, what was the news? What was the rumors that you saw and that did not happen?
was the Jeff Loeb, J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man maxi series, the
Yeah.
12 issue series that will start at like 24 years ago,
Yeah,
24
yeah.
years ago, something like that.
Hmm.
They talked about it. I think two issues have been drawn in the past. I know that J. Scott Campbell says some of the stuff had been used, and I say, fuck it, just use it, just do it, just go ahead. I don't care if it's been used elsewhere. You
Used
know,
as in he probably had poses and used them for covers.
no, no, more like that's funny. More like ideas that Jeff Loeb had. Part of the like parts of the
Oh,
series have been used
fuck
in
no.
other
Yeah.
comics. That's what I say. Because I bet you half that stuff's not. Listen, the people who
No
would
one's gonna
come
remember.
back, no one's
Yeah.
going to remember because we don't remember anyway. Because there's probably
We're
been
old. We're
500
50.
Spider-Man comics since then. We are
Right.
old, and the audience that a Jeff Loeb, J. Scott Campbell book could bring to Marvel is going to be read by a lot of people who haven't been reading Spider-Man the past 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah, they should
You
just
know,
pull an Abrams, throw it over to
so,
Abrams Comic Arts. We'll get into some of
no,
that later on how
they would never do that. because the amount of money you're going to make off single issues, you're probably talking 400,000 copies.
Yeah, it's
The, the
possible.
way the way Marvel, if they do what Kirkman did, I don't ever want to talk about it. Terminal sold 300,000 copies.
Right,
That's
right.
amazing because it's not Invincible, it's not Marvel, not DC. There's nothing. It's not
Yeah.
Energon. There's no terminal audience out there. Just fans of Kirkman, Kubert, Adams, Finch,
And then so
Casey.
Invincible, to put it in perspective, Invincible Battle Beast sold what? Four.
400,000. Absolute Batman sold 400,000.
Right.
These are good numbers to be in. These are the best
Mhm.
numbers you could do right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Um, Jim Lee Hush sold 400,000, but barely.
Right.
Like the discounts on Jim Lee's Hush, people they were almost giving them away for free to hit higher numbers. That
Right,
was
right,
more of
right.
a point of pride for Jim Lee. Um,
That's why he
and here's
didn't
the thing.
renumber it because I think they were basically saying like, well, it was the highest number.
Yes, highest non-number one. Yeah, it's all fake. It's all
Yeah,
fake, dude.
it
It's
is
all
all fake.
game. It's all a
Yeah.
crying game. Um, and to put it in perspective with Battle Beast selling 400,000 copies, Invincible's never sold higher than 15 to 20, and on average 12,000. So I don't know where Battle Beast is now, but for number one to make 400,000 copies, that's amazing.
Yeah, I imagine that. I mean, I don't know, but like, yeah, it is really funny that like when you think about that Invincible, and there are no, by the way, there are no Invincible back issues, by the way. You understand that, right? Like, there's nothing out there.
I understand that.
Like,
You know it. You have a
I
store.
I don't see anything. Correct. I don't see a thing. People come in and
Remember
ask for
when,
it, and now it's just like, oh, well, here you go. Here you take the big. And what's also crazy is that, I mean, how much are those compendiums? $60, $65, $70?
if even, yeah, they're
There's
not
three.
bad.
I mean, basically, the cool thing there is that he created a new model to which DC, we'll get into it, like DC adopts. Marvel hasn't adopted, but they make these really nice, like big compendiums, a nice size. The retail, I think, still think is a little bit high, but
I
they're
mean, when
fucking cool.
you're talking about 48 issues.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
48 issues of comics in every compendium, roughly.
right,
That's a dollar 25 a comic. Hey, think comics are too much? Buy a compendium.
right.
And some
Yeah,
of them,
just
if you,
wait
like,
for
if you pick up the Transformers compendiums, they're printed on the newsprint. They're super light. You pick
right.
up the
They're
Chew
65.
compendium.
Hmm.
You pick up the Chew compendium. That thing feels like 10 pounds. It's so crazy. Like we always talk about paperweight, paper stock, and it is literally a weight. It is so ridiculously heavy.
Right. Yeah.
But
But you need it
so
for that, I
interesting.
guess. I mean, you need it for how they made those. So I get that. So
So but I'm glad they've rediscovered newsprint, and obviously,
I'm more than happy to pre-order the Warlord Volume 2 because that
oh
Warlord
girl,
that is,
are you
is
here to
the
help her clean?
absolute best reprint I've seen. That's looked best. But it's just funny
It
hearing
is.
that, hearing the
It's
numbers of a new Invincible book, to which I disagree with having Invincible Presents, but whatever. You know what I mean? I think it's so
we
dumb.
we might be wrong. Listen, when we look at a cover, you and I, we're kind of experts on what a good cover looks like. At least to us, we're experts of ourselves, and to us,
Mhm.
Invisible Presents takes up too much room. Just give us Battle Beast because that's who it is. It's Battle Beast.
Right.
But
Invincible's
you're
never
trying
going
to
to show
sell
up.
it. That's not true. He's in the first issue,
Well,
and he'll be in the next. You know what I mean? Like he'll be in the upcoming storyline. It's
right.
because it's
Okay.
gonna. He'll be back because it's got to hit all his appearances in Invincible.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
like he's fighting Conquest right now. What's going to
Mhm.
happen? Well, we know he's going to end up in jail. That's the next Battle Beast appearance is he's in jail and Invincible frees him.
Right.
So
Right.
we're getting to why he's in jail, and that's Conquest,
Yeah.
Conquest of the Planet of the Apes.
So let's get into it. Media news. Hall H to me, Marvel's Hall H is a big kind of, I think, clusterfuck. I think it's kind of messy. Kind of messy.
It's
Um,
the most exciting thing that I don't want to do.
I'm not sure if I believe that Ryan Gosling wants to be Ghost Rider because I don't
Hmm.
know. I think he said it one time, and I feel like it's just been kind of perpetuated, but I don't know which Ghost Rider he's going to be.
They
He's never
it's
said,
it's kind of been hinted at.
but did he say Danny Ketch? Did he say like
He
Johnny
Nobody
or
said anything, but the designs they've used so far are all Danny Ketch designs.
Yeah, do Danny Ketch, man. Do fucking
It's got
Danny
to be Danny
Ketch.
Ketch because who wants to be Johnny Blaze? Like it's what a stupid name.
Nick Cage. Well,
Yep,
again, yeah, it's not in the 90s nostalgia factor of where everything is right now. Like, just do Danny Ketch. It doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, because we don't care. The only reason that Johnny Blaze is a evil Knievel
yeah,
archetype from a 70s comic. The only good issues of Ghost Rider literally are like the last like 15 issues. Like, no joke. Like, if you go back and read the old Ghost Riders, they're not that good.
I know.
They're
I
weird,
read them.
they're funny, but if you go back and if you only read the Ghost Rider Rides Again reprints from the 90s, the Bob Budiansky stuff, that's the only good story in that entire run of like what 80 issues. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's it. That's it. It's great. Zarathos is introduced, like, and then Howard Mackie just takes bits and pieces of that
I
and
have
then does Danny Ketch.
I have hopes that Nicolas Cage is in something. Give me one more Nicolas Cage. 'Cause that's the whole point of
Listen,
Secret Wars, and that's
the,
the whole
the, the
point of
first the first Ghost Rider was
Doomsday.
a fucking legacy too. They had the fucking horse. Like, I mean, it was like dope. Like, I mean, to me, the horse showing up, I'm like, see, I
Oh
really
yeah,
liked who made that? Was it Norrington? What was the guy's name? Who was
Joe
the guy that
Johnson?
did Daredevil?
No, Steve Johnson.
Steve Johnson or so. Yeah, that's something like that, right? So
Something
because
like that.
Daredevil, I think is pretty solid. Mark Steven Johnson, I think that's it.
Mark Steve. There we
So
go.
we did it. So like he makes Daredevil, which is fine, but it is goofy. But if you look, there is a fight in the playground. It's exactly the same. Like, I know it's goofy, but if you look at the comics and you look at, the choreography of the rooftop fight, that's exactly the same. I know it's bad and goofy and kind of stupid, but it's kind of correct, like
It's
it's correct.
it's
Um,
correct.
Same thing
I
with Ghost
don't
Rider. I
hate.
think
Yeah,
Ghost Rider, I don't hate
I
the
think there's
Ghost.
some
I think
really.
Ghost Rider's okay,
I do too. I think there's some really like the scene where he like starts the bike up in the water. I think that's awesome. There's some really good shots of like Ghost Rider. It's really weird.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ideas in it, and I think that I don't know. It would be cool to watch it again, because what was that? Wes Bentley was Dark.
Uh,
I forget. He was Satan's son.
yeah,
He's the John Romita Jr. like
he's Satan's son, not son of
yeah,
Satan. Satan's
not
son.
son of Satan, not to be confused with son of Satan. So I've yet to see him say anything. I've yet to see him say anything. He didn't say anything at the announcement. Sean Levy, I can kind of take or leave, but it's I feel like Sean Levy just kind of carries with people. Like
You know,
he
it's
like
funny because like
he
this is
might
going
it,
to
it
busy
might
up
improve.
Sean. This is going to busy up Sean Levy for what? 2 years. So does that
Yeah, I
put
mean, Star
Deadpool
Wars is done.
4? Does that put Star Wars 4 2 years or Deadpool 4 2 more years away?
I think Deadpool 4 is Deadpool Spider-Man. I think that's a true
I
rumor.
I hope not.
I hope not too, but I think that's a true rumor. I think that's a true rumor. So here's the thing. So let's go through the Ghost Rider stuff real fast. So
Okay.
again, I don't really know. Now the other thing too is his wife technically is Roxy in like the first movie. She's like the reporter. So like when she was horribly miscast then, I'm like, you're dating Nicholas. Why would you date? And then remember that when they were young, I was like, you guys are not young. You guys are 20 years apart. Easy. You know what I mean? Like
Right, right,
easy.
right.
So, but here's the thing. So there's your new poster. Here's
So real quick,
all the
in in
pictures.
uh in Peter Porker, what was Ghost Rider's name?
Goose Rider. Goose Rider by Steve
Ghost Rider.
Miller. I even remember the artist name. Um,
And Steve Mallor and Stephen Milton Knight were the two other was the other artist.
that's right. Yep. And Jose or no, Joe Albilo.
Right? Is
Um,
that the guy who showed up at Legends?
no, that's Joe Del Beato. That's a different guy. I
Okay.
wish, I wish,
Different
I
guy.
wish, I wish a
A
Peter Parker
different
artist came with Legends.
a
A
different
different
star
guy.
artist.
Yeah, a different star artist who inked pretty much sector. He inked all the stuff. Now his kids were literally on a blacklist where we would have to like make sure they weren't stealing. Because my boss was like, "Hey, if those guys ever come in, his kids run around and they steal a bunch of shit. So just watch all of them. Just he'll
Oh man.
he'll
Did he
talk
did
to
he
you,
ink
distract you.
did he ink any good sectors?
I guarantee that they yeah. I mean he inked Texiera. He inked a lot of the star stuff. I don't
Dude,
know.
don't
It's
you
so
wish
weird.
don't you wish you could talk to him now? Like not Mark then gives two shits. Mark
Yeah, right.
today, Oh man,
Hey, do you
you
have
don't
any
get text?
sectors pages? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's so stupid. Um, Endgame, so Avengers Endgame Angor. I don't think I got the logo. The logo was really bad for the on like the Avengers. It was like Endgame and the A. I don't know. It was a really bad thing, but they're going to do, I guess, they're doing a pre-credit sequence and a post-credit sequence for that. Whatever. I mean, they're just milking it. I did think it was hilarious that like just look at these people here.
Is
Okay,
there
number one,
September 25th? Okay,
James Marsden's
so that's
there, right?
so that's the weekend after Transformers the movie 40th anniversary.
Yeah. Rebecca Romijn Stamos, not Stamos, O'Connell. First off, she looks hot. Like I mean, I know she's 50, 60, whatever, but she looked really
Yeah,
good. Like she looked great. Ghost is
yeah.
there, whatever. Like this is where it's so funny. Like this is almost like if you pull up a 90s Avengers team, you're gonna have like all these people and then like Sentry's there, or you're gonna have like Bloodwind on JLA. You're like, what the fuck? Like, so you look at this whole lineup, then you have like Ghost. You're like, I guess. Red Guardian, I guess.
It's
Beast,
Thunderbolts. Yeah, the Thunderbolts
like
there.
Peter, you're gonna have, I guess now it's confirmed, Peggy Carter is gonna be in it to a certain level. I think
That
that
only makes sense.
yeah, I know. But then you have like fucking Falcon, new Puerto Rican Falcons in it. Okay. You know what I mean? Like
Porta
that
Porta.
Ghost is just
Can we
it's
call him
so
Porta
out
Falcon?
there.
Can we not
Namor, I
call him
guess, is
Porta Falcon?
uncanceled. Wasn't Namor canceled for like raping people or something? Wasn't that a thing?
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
if it was rape. I don't think. I think
Yeah.
it's a little too. Mark, throw out the worst thing out there.
All right, I'll cut that out. So Namor, I'll have to cut that out. Namor, that actor was canceled. I guess he's uncanceled because they need Namor in it, I guess, right? So he's back, no
We don't know
problem.
how canceled he was, and also we don't know how much is word of mouth and how much is exaggerated. Not taking the
So
power away from women. Just saying.
so who's missing? Captain Marvel's missing. Doctor Strange's totally missing. Like no, like what are they going to do? See, here's the problem: when you have everything all super all inclusive, no Vision
There's
should
no.
still be alive. Scarlet
Well,
Witch
no.
is
Oh, when's
evil.
Vision? When's Vision Quest?
I don't know. No Star-Lord, zero Star-Lord. What? Because there was, remember, like if we go back, we'll have to go back. Maybe next week we'll pull that leaked artwork. Remember the leaked artwork that of like the stuff? Is that stuff
Oh,
thrown
the.
out?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that
because
Secret
like
Wars?
Star-Lord's hanging out with Vision
Yeah. Where is that?
in
Is
the
that in
one.
Vision Quest now? Did they move that over? Like, hey, you're on
That
TV now.
it could be. We
You
gotta find out
know,
when Vision Quest is. Yeah, we have all the Battle World stuff. Do you still think they're gonna pull a Battle World movie in the middle?
I do. Yeah, I do. Because here's the thing. So
I think it's too much
let's go to
because the
this.
Russo brothers, and you're probably going to cover this. The Russo brothers say, "Oh, we're not doing Secret Wars is one movie. We're not
Hmm.
doing two
Right.
Secret Wars movies." Like they doubled down on that. So
Correct.
like, but that doesn't mean there's not a Battle World movie
They
or
also
something
don't
in the
answer
middle.
how long Endgame's going to be. They say they're going to keep like massaging it. They're like, it's bread. We're going to keep kneading the bread. We're going to keep massaging. We're going to keep massaging. We're going to keep shooting. And I'm like,
And
you're going to keep
Endgame or
shooting?
Doomsday?
Like
Doomsday.
Doomsday. Right. Yeah. Because they were
Right.
asked about how long it's going to be. It's like, it's going to be two,
Right.
three, 240, 305. Like, what is it? And they wouldn't
Listen,
answer.
when it comes to Avengers
Um,
movies, if it's 3 hours, that doesn't bother me because when you watch Endgame, that 3 hours goes by fast.
yeah, I've only watched Endgame twice, just twice in the movies. Never saw it again
Tape. I saw it twice in the
because I didn't
movies.
like it. I don't like
That's
it.
fine. That's fine.
It's
You're
it's
Mark.
it's
You're not
you're
you Mark are allowed to not like it. I liked Rob. I didn't like it so much. I went back and saw it again.
yeah. I think I yeah. Well, I had to absorb it. You'll see. Anyway, so do you think they should have scripted something with the Ryan Reynolds stuff? Because it really kind of fell flat to me. I thought the Ryan
I feel
Reynolds
like
stuff fell.
I feel like Ryan Reynolds came with his lines prepared and nobody else had anything to say. It
Right.
was like, it bombed on the other side. Yes,
Yeah. I mean, the Wrexham joke I think was kind of funny, but like it was
that was good.
like
That was good. That was a good call. That
yeah.
was good.
But that's just
Who's
Rudd.
that?
That's Rudd.
Yeah, that's Rudd. Rudd's quick. Rudd's probably quicker than Ryan Reynolds.
Right. Right. Just from his background, the state background, basically. I just thought it was kind of, but I do think it's really fun that after it was done,
From his
they
clueless
showed
background.
all this video footage of him that he put on his own Instagram of him posing with people. So I imagine
Oh
maybe
yeah,
he just
that's
didn't
funny.
talk because if he talked clearly, he would have been mobbed, right? Like he must have gone around and posed and just not talked, which probably would have been really hard for him. You know what
Or
I'm saying?
he just talked differently, or people probably think to themselves, "There's no way this is Ryan Reynolds." So even if
Right.
listen, I've heard Deadpool's try to sound like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Right.
So So who
Yeah, I
knows?
mean,
We
shit.
could.
There was something I saw like someone in Disney where someone was like Star-Lord. I'm like, is that Chris? Like, it was crazy. Like, it was crazy how. But let me go back to something here. I don't know. See, I'm a big like my number one rule. My number one. I have it on the
Is
board
this your number one rule?
downstairs. What's that?
Oh, eat, pray, love. That is a good rule,
Nope.
Mark.
My number one rule is no bullies. That's it. That's like my number one thing. I hate bullies. I don't like bullies. And I feel so I don't know. Oh, you know what? Because of this probably isn't going to play now.
Oh, Mark,
Because
this is fake. You know that, right?
you sure it's fake?
Yes, that
Are
that
you
came out
sure?
as fake. Yeah, yeah. There's
Because
no
these people
way
look real pissed. These people look
they.
fucking like so mad.
No, that one's fake. I'm
That's it.
99% sure that's fake. But I know what
I
you're saying.
can't find the
It, it's
bigger portion
it's
of
a
it.
video. It's a video where after putting all the work into putting his face on, he's like, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. He starts taking it off. All right,
Right.
which pisses off everyone. But you know what? That would piss off him the most of all because he just sat there for 6 hours getting his face done, and
Right.
now it's got to be another six
8 hours.
hours. So now 12 hours, 16 hours into a day, and those people are all professional. They
Yeah.
know exactly what they're doing. They know they're getting paid a good amount of money to put makeup on the right way in the right order. That is an end of the
Yeah.
day thing. But I know what you're saying. He comes off very bullish in that, and it's very that wouldn't be leaked if he would not allow that to get leaked if he wasn't
Right.
on
Right.
purpose.
Right. No, I guess so. I just like and even to talk we talked a little bit about this on the phone. How confusing is it going to be if they do show Robert Downey Jr. to people? Like, I don't know if people are going to be sitting there and going like, "Wait, so Iron Man's Doctor Doom, like Iron Man in that universe is Doctor
Well,
Doom," or
it's I don't know what people are going to think. I doubt anyone's going to be surprised. Um,
well, they advertise it that he's in it, but like it's just confusing on how it's weird stunt casting when he was Iron Man for 10 full plus years in continuity. It's just I don't know. I feel like they should have got some I
Mark,
don't know if they're really going to be people seeing it because he's in it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I
I
guess we'll
watched
see.
Spider-Man: Homecoming last night, and it was just so good. I was enjoying myself so much, and the Tony Stark stuff just hit so good, especially at the end when you know like Endgame's coming. You know, like you're
Yeah.
you're you're already over emoting stuff that hasn't happened yet, but has happened. You know, it's happened because we've seen it, but it hasn't happened yet to the characters.
See, I really wouldn't want. I mean, again, I don't want the Spider-Man franchise to be also uh re-hijacked. So basically, the first three Spider-Man movies are Iron Man movies, kinda, right? They're basic like they're a little bit Spider-Man movies. There's somewhat he's Iron Man costume. So this one they're going to come out and now it's like it's to me I feel like they should do a movie without they should be doing a between. They should be doing a movie where he doesn't have to think about all the baggage of like his friends and stuff and his long lost love. I know that's part of Peter. I know that's part of Peter Parker. I got it. I understand. But there's not a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man movie yet where he has nothing going on.
You,
Nothing.
I
Or
think you need
maybe
to. I think you need to rewatch Homecoming because it is 90% Peter Parker being Peter Parker.
no, I know
It's
that, but
it's
I'm just
it's
yeah,
way
I
it's
guess so.
it's the Iron Man stuff is short and sweet. It's like he's there, he's gone. He's there, he's gone. He's there. He's like three appearances.
Right, 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 right.
It's not that much. Happy's barely in it. You think Happy's in it a lot? He's not. He's not. Like it is. It's in fact second most screen time probably goes to Ned
Right, right,
leads.
right.
You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But it's just it's nice to
Ganky.
rewatch it.
Just call
Genki,
him
and
Ganky.
that I will call him Genki. Genki Kong.
Uh,
Uh, but so no, I'm going to watch.
but you're gonna make this
What?
so but this new movie. So I heard two well, okay, so if Jean Grey's in it, is this gonna be a partial X-Men movie? Maybe, probably. Number two,
Maybe.
I saw a picture, and I don't know if it's real, and we'll see, we'll know by next show. Are they doing Ben Riley? Are they making him blonde? Is this a clone? Like, are they gonna do a clone thing? Like, does that make
Well, there's
sense?
the rumor is that Keith David is the Jackal
Yeah.
because Keith David does the voiceover on the
Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah, yeah,
trailer.
yeah. Right, right, right.
So if he's the Jackal, that's fine. And if he
But there could be a fucking second Spider-Man at the end of this movie.
could
A
be,
blonde Spider-Man and a
I
Scarlet
actually I actually
that
hadn't heard that. Mark, thanks for spoiling it. You son
well,
of
I
a
don't
bitch.
know. We don't know. We don't know.
I don't know.
I
Doesn't
don't know
say.
it to be
I
true.
know.
I'm just saying like I think it would be very interesting.
Just
That
like
would
Jean
get me
Grey could
back.
be, just like Jean Grey could be Madeline Pryor, a
God, I
clone,
hope not.
another clone. She
No
could
more
also
clones.
be.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
She could
Yeah.
also be. Something else hit me the other day. Who she could have been? Because the first rumor was Mary Jane, which was like obviously not.
Mhm.
Oh, I damn it, Mark. Oh well. Oh well. Let's go to Black Panther.
This
I like
guy.
this guy. I like
I
him.
like this guy too, but here's what I think is really funny with this picture. I zoomed in on this picture. Does
Yeah.
she look pissed off, or I think she looks pissed off. She's like, "What
I
the
hope
fuck,
not.
man?"
She was never meant to be the lead.
I know.
She kind of got that by like accident,
Yeah,
and she did it. She
I
didn't
only I
perform as
only
good
saw
as
that in
she.
movies, dude. I never watched that again. I never watched Black Panther 2 again.
Her character is so damn likable in every appearance up to
Yeah,
that movie.
right.
I love her character. She is great. She's super smart. She's so funny
Then
in that movie.
they tried to force what's her name? They tried to force Ironheart in it too. Like it was all like so it was so like force.
Yeah.
So yeah. But we do know that in this, just to kind of close this out, we do know that Denzel is in this. At least he leaked it a billion years ago on a thing that Coogler talked to him about being in Black Panther 3. So I think I think Denzel's in this, you know.
You know who Denzel
Um
would play a great? You know who he would do great now? This is so stupid. He'd be an awesome Kang. Like
yes,
you wipe out
correct.
all the other Kangs and he comes back where he's been like stuck somewhere forever. He's been that's why he's older. And like
Yeah, it's a bummer that I know that DeLuca talked about Magazine Dreams, which was the movie that like kind of got buried and pushed and canceled when he was canceled, where he was a bodybuilder. I saw a
yeah.
clip of that on like Instagram the other day. I was like, God damn, that movie looks good. Like it just looks like a really good character study, like in the same ilk of like the wrestler. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
these like the real like really like difficult.
Have
Uh,
you ever watched the Pamela Anderson dancer
no,
movie?
no, yeah, no, I should, yeah, because I feel like that you're right. That's the same exact thing. That's the same exact like showcase for,
I,
uh, like just
the
that like
yeah the
character
aging like
study
we
talent.
it's the Unforgiven. It's you know what I mean. It's we
Hmm.
love that last movie, that
Old
last
man
hurrah.
Pam,
We
old
do,
man
we
Pamela
do.
Anderson,
I was
right?
watching her. I was
Old man
watching her
Mickey
in I
Rourke.
was watching her in Naked Gun, and I'm like, she's kind of good in this. I kind of like her. Like
Yeah, I
it's
need
nice
to
to
watch
see her
that again.
again.
I watched a review of that where someone who like I like a lot, like gave it a good review. He's like not everything landed for me, but like the earnestness still hit. So I need to watch that again. I was not
Yeah. Oh no, there's
I
some
was
stuff in
so
it that's
ready to be excited for that, and then I just was disappointed in how it played. So I wanted them to lean in harder on certain things. Like I really like the dumb shit, like give him the coffee when the car is like
the car's
flying.
driving. Yeah.
That's
Or
so
when he's
funny.
beating up the gang of people in the one uh, room, and they're just in a line. He's just like taking them out one at a time.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it reminded me of the airplane where they're lining up to beat up the hysterical woman. It's like
Right,
the
right.
opposite. He's just you just
Yeah.
can't compete with Airplane. You can't compete with the original Naked Guns.
No,
They're
I know.
just.
I feel like they should push through and just make another Naked Gun though. But I don't know if they're,
But
I don't know if they're doing
can
that or not.
can they make it on like the obsession level of money though?
No. Oh, right.
They
I don't know. I mean, Liam Neeson's the only person that's expensive. Like, you know what I mean? Paul Walker or whatever, that other guy is not expensive, you know. Uh, Richard Jewell's not expensive, you know. I wanted him to be, he's very funny. He's fucking Mole Man. And they had him
yes.
play the straight man, and he wasn't funny at all. Like Ed was funny, like Ed, like which is basically the
Yes.
foil. He's Ed's son,
Uh
right? Like he's Ed's son. So like he would just being like scratching his head, like what? Like so we didn't really get that. So, but anyway, let's get it back to the news. Back to the news. This is all the stuff that we talk about, man. This is all the stuff that we talk about. All the stuff we talk about is that Marvel
everything we
should
talk
just
about.
give away their licensing. And this is a great situation for everyone, right? So Clover is going to take over publishing Marvel Masterworks. First off, Marvel Masterworks are now priced. They were, I feel it's funny. I feel like they were always overpriced. They were $50 for basically 11
Right.
issues. It was 10 issues and an annual, $50. And listen, they had to archive, they
No
had to do a
extras.
lot of work on
No
it, no
extras.
extras, a lot of work on it. They had to basically clean up the files and like, so I get that. But now that they're in an era where the stuff that they're printing now, which is basically 80s comics that have been reprinted a bunch of times, like that X-Men, like you're gonna do an X-Men. Marvel Masterworks of the Jim Lee. And I remember being a kid being like, hey, one day will Marvel Masterworks get up to this? Yes, when I'm 50. You know what I mean? Now we're 50.
Now we're
Like,
50.
but they're starting off these with Kickstarter. I didn't even see this at the bottom. There's 389 of these. That's fucking nuts.
I
But
remember.
yeah, so let me see. 256, 268, giant size supervillain team up. Mighty Thor 360, 369, Tomb of Dracula 5670. Yeah, and then they're doing some type of new Clover covers for retailers targeting new readers. I don't know. I guess, but like to me, like the only ones you can really market, I don't really think you can market volume 8 of Tomb of Dracula with a new cover. You know what I mean? Like,
That doesn't, yeah, help.
but there's also a
So
lot of people, there's also a lot of people that just you can go on to like Etsy and just order custom covers, which I think is really cool to do.
so I
You
found
know,
this today, and I will post this on my Twitter next week. It's an old advertisement for Marvel Masterworks. It's got Spider-Man in costume. You know how cool is that? It says 25 years ago, we turned the comics world upside down. You get it? Because Spider-Man's hanging from the wall or from the
so
ceiling.
so that was at the 25th anniversary. Oh, I guess they were just kind of obsessed with that square, right? I mean, that square wasn't exactly that, but the square that has the gold on it, you know,
Yes. So yeah,
that.
the stories that started it all. Marvel Masterworks. So you can check us out on Twitter next week, gang. Too
That's fun.
funny. And I got something
That's
for you, Mark. I wanted to show you this. I should get it framed first. It's a newspaper I had sitting here. I'm like, oh, look, old comic strip. That must be fun. Why do I have this?
Oh
It's a
no, no,
Godzilla
no, no.
poster just for you, Mark.
Listen, I find it a major, major point of pride that I've walked out in two films in my life, and one of them was the Roland Emmerich Godzilla. I'm trying to remember what part I walked out of. Size does matter. Fuck
The
you.
Raptors. The
It was the
Raptor fight.
Raptors.
It
Yep,
was the
probably.
Raptors. It's the worst scene in the movie. And that's a bad movie.
That's a bad movie.
Did that chick ever go on to do anything else?
No.
You're
No, she
like,
might have did a TV show or something like that. Yeah,
I mean, I'm
curly
sure
hair,
she did.
blonde.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like that was it though. Like that was her big chance. And
Matthew Broderick just cutting that check. That was like a year or two after Mr. What did he play? Mr. Gadget or something, right? Didn't he play
no,
Inspector
that was
Gadget?
after Inspector Gadget was after that.
Man, oh man. Cash
It's the
that
most
check.
boring Inspector Gadget. Like Inspector Gadget's funny. He talks like Don Adams. He's like,
Was that Don Adams' voice? Or that they just
I
arc
think I think
they
I think they just did the Warner Brothers Hannah. Let's just copy their voices. Every other Hannah
Garfield was just
Barbera.
like hey, it's Bill Murray. You know what I
It's
mean?
Bill
Like
Murray.
and
Hey,
then
Yogi Bear is like Yogi Bear, and Boo Boo's. They're all somebody. Fred Flintstone is the Flintstones are the honeymooners. You know.
right. Right. So, but surprising, I figured we would have a bunch
I'm
of
sorry. Yogi Bear is
San
Bing
Diego.
Crosby.
Oh, that's
Hey,
right.
Boo Boo.
That's right. Yeah, so I figured we'd have more San Diego stuff. We kind of don't. I don't know. There's probably bits and pieces that might
Hey,
sprinkle in
you know who
to
voiced Boo
stuff.
Boo? You know who voiced Boo Boo? Don Messick. Just saying.
Don Messick, Rob Messick, Don Messick of how many Messicks do you Dale, not Dale Messick. Who's Dale
Not Dale
Messick?
Messick. Dale Messick's from Philly, the creator of Brenda Starr.
Right? And relative, basically, probably.
They're all relatives. Messick's
So-
all came over in the early 1700s. They were French Huguenots, although there's no more French DNA inside of me, which is very strange.
You want some
All been
Italian
bred out.
inside of you? Oh,
Oh,
anyway,
that's a
let's do it.
little weird. A little weird.
All right, DC solicits everybody. You know what? It's really fun to just pull like DC just has so much stuff. Like it's just a joy. Like Marvel, I think I pulled six
I
comics, you
I
know?
don't look. Yeah, I look forward to looking through. It's like DC Image. I love looking through their
That's it.
stuff. And Marvel, I still look through it, but I'm not as excited. I'm like, what's Marvel doing? What bunch of Marvel books do I not know who the creators are this month?
Yeah, and not to mention they have six people on all the cover artists. So it's Darby Silva, Pepe Larraz. Like it's like there's six or seven people doing the covers and they're all the same. And
Well, I
none
mean,
of them are doing the interiors for the most part.
you can
Will
count. Yeah,
Francis Yu,
yeah.
you
But
know,
DC's like, look, every cover is like
Capuccio.
Dan Mora or Taden Sherman or
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but they're still giving the A artists for the most part, even Gutierrez is getting a world's finest cover as a cover C, cover B. Like
Yeah.
Dan Moore will get that cover A, sure. But Gutierrez, that book surprised, dude. Did you haven't gotten to the Warlord stuff yet, right?
Yeah, no, no, I read the first two issues
Oh, you
of it.
did?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
It's great.
Yeah. Wade nails it. Wade nails Warlord. I know that they probably can't get away with doing. I'll have to pull a panel from the third issue. There's a panel of Warlord on like um it's just it's not even that good of a drawing, but it's like it's the kind of thing that it's like a Mora type of thing where you see like just a certain pose and it's simple and it just reminds me of Art Adams saying like how did you draw it that small and it's that dynamic like that's the way I would feel about earlier like small Art Adams when you see it like just a regular normal pose, maybe a slightly bent pose, but you're like holy
Mhm.
shit, that looks good, you know. But Gutierrez is definitely just kind of keep stepping up, you know.
No, these guys are they're picking up their game. You know, these guys are and Gutierrez is getting better because he knows like his goal is to be he wants to be the next Mora, and like
Yeah.
but with his own slant, and that's what you should aim for. Like nobody at DC is bigger than Dan Mora right now. I
No.
mean, you know, with exceptions.
Right. But even Jorge Jimenez, I feel like is as good as he is, like Mora is just so much is and you'll see there's I think every Mora image I pulled for here. So here we go. Here's your John Boy variant. I mean, again, you have
It's cool. It's cool looking. It's very
you have
very 90s.
yeah, you have Hayden
Yep.
Sherman on the main. Hayden Sherman has two covers on here. But I just grabbed, you know, I could only grab so much. Here's your new kind of the next all in, which is going to perpetuate the next year's probably worth of stuff, right? DC All In Saga, I do like that they don't tell you anything about it. It just says Sanford Green. That's your Juan Ferreira cover. That's your Sanford
Awesome
Green.
looking.
I think Sanford Green. Did you read that Doom one shot he did like a year ago, 2 years ago?
Yes. Yeah.
Sanford
That
Green
was great.
basically drew it, plotted it, and Hickman scripted it. I'm like, why isn't this ongoing? Why isn't this Doom Quest? Or how did they lose him? How did they lose Sanford Green? Like, just give him, just maybe Wacker's calling him. You know, on the Liefeld podcast, he talked about, I don't know if you got to it yet. He
Yeah,
talked
I
to
did.
people um, after San Diego, one of the nights, all the dinners, all the dinners, and he
Oh,
ran into a bunch of
Liefeld
people. And Wacker
Liefeld goes to
supposedly
the
walked
best
around
dinners,
a
dude.
lot and asking people stuff. So I'm
Yeah.
hoping, because again, to go back to Hall H for a second, there is if you watch the whole Hall H at one point, he talks about there will be nothing without the comics, nothing without the comics. And we know that might be bullshit. But he mentions CB. CB's going to a new position. Here's Steve Wacker. Steve Wacker's in the front row, stands up, you know, and supposedly he's walking around. Hopefully he's walking around with a big fucking checkbook. You know, grab some people. The
It's the only way to
biggest
do
the
it.
biggest get would be DWJ on Wolverine. Just do something like that.
I
Do a pet project like that. You want to do that? Nope, he's
well,
doing Jane
well
Cotta
the
for a bit.
Campbell Jeff Loeb Spider-Man would be a big deal.
That
You
would be
know.
a big deal.
Uh
Yep. Do it. Do it. Do it. So
would Dale
on
Keown back on Hulk be a big deal or not? I feel like it wouldn't be. I feel like I want it to be, but I don't know if it would be.
I don't want it without Peter David. So it's not what I want. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's
Like
not
it's
going to happen.
right. So I don't know
Yeah,
if I want
but
it.
what if like Philip Kenny Johnson can write for Dale Keown? Like, look
I would
how
only
good he
want it in a
writes.
certain I would want it as a standalone project. I don't want it in whole continuity. I don't know. Like to me it's like I don't want it going backwards. I think Hulk has had
But it can't
uh
be a retro thing either. Like it's got to be something progressive. Like you can't have like you don't like. Do I want to see him draw Maestro again? That'd be cool. See him draw the
no.
end. That'd be cool.
No.
You know, but who would you like? It doesn't work. It doesn't. I don't know. I was literally throwing it out there. Like, what do you think
Yeah,
about
I don't,
that?
I don't, I don't know what I mean. Again, I want like what excites me on Hulk. I mean that the Al Ewing 51, 2 issues, 53 issues, whatever. Like that's so good. You know, that's so good
But
as
but
is.
again, I don't think you can go back to that.
You can't go back to it.
I
No, it's
think
done.
I
Like,
think what we're doing. I think what we're doing now is honestly the best thing you can do with Hulk. Like what he's doing
mhm.
now. Like his storyline is great. So you're right. Anything
I mean, listen,
if we were to
all
get
their storylines is a Mantlo, Mignola, Buscema. That's it. Like they're all kind of doing the same little bit of this, which is fine. You know, Mantlo, baby, Mantlo, come here, come here. Cut
Ooh
this right
man,
out.
that is also hated shirt and demon cover.
But here's yeah, so here's the cool thing is that when they do the next wave, number ones, they have like one of the artists doing one, like something of it. So like the Jorge Corona did, I guess the second next wave or first next wave he did all like the variants. So here we have
Right. I
that
remember.
there's DWJ because this is a James Harren book.
Hmm.
I don't think I grabbed the James Harren. I don't think I grabbed the James Harren image because we covered that last
Good.
show.
Oh,
But I
and
do
you got
love
John
this
McRae
that they
back.
got John McRae. Yeah, that's really fun.
That looks pretty badass, dude. He
He's
inked that
been playing
himself.
around with these screens and stuff recently, probably last 3 years when he did Dead Eyes or
Hmm.
what was that called? Was that Dead Eyes?
No, Dead Eyes is right. Yeah,
What was it called before? Was
with
Bad Rabbit or
Jerry
something?
Dugan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
It was called something else, and then there was a copyright thing, and then they relabeled it to Dead Eyes. So, but yeah, I like that. I think that's really cool. Yeah, get paid. Like throw them on. They haven't done. Here's the Jonah Hex, right? But the Jonah Hex 1 in 25 is a Javier Rodriguez. Um, I don't. It doesn't say it's Vertigo. I wish they just kind of throw it into Vertigo. Michael Walsh doing that, which I think is great. This is. I grabbed this because I saw this in a screenshot. I hope that's the logo. I hope that's the logo. I hope that's the logo color. I think that's great. That logo is great. I like the and the. I don't know if you started reading the Peril, the Ezra Kane mystery. You read any of that yet?
Yes.
The
Yeah.
Vertigo. I'm reading it panel to panel on the DC app, and I kind of
Okay.
can't believe how they're allowing them to do this. It's such a like pulpy thing that I can't imagine like who like if is anyone under 30 liking this? I don't know. Like I think it's kind of nuts. Like so I think this will be all horror and stuff and it'll be all cool. But I love this and I love like the aesthetic of this, like the coloring. Michael Walsh
Hmm.
does a wonderful job as the Javier Rodriguez 1 in
That was really good.
25.
Right.
But there is a variant by Bolland, and I'm like, fuck, let me see that. I want to see that. It's not here yet. And a foil variant by Bolland. Can I see that? You know,
Yeah.
please, soon. Doom Patrol. I think this is the Nico.
That's a great
That's the
cover.
main artist. Is that Matteo Scalera? I think I
What's that?
listed. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me go back. No, Qn M Eric Canetti. This is Canetti, and that's Pete
Yeah.
Woods.
That's cool.
So all of them look great. Like every cover looks great. And who's writing this again? Darcy Van Pogies. I don't know if I ever read anything. That's the person who did Little Bird. I don't think I read any of that. My brother liked Little Bird. But all these look interesting. I kind of have the Doom Patrol. I never finished it, so I'm kind of going back and watching some of that episode to episode. And
I really enjoyed that show. It gets wacky and then it
it's
gets
good.
weird,
It's
but then
weird.
it's heartfelt. Yeah.
Here's your Hori Corona. I did you read the Supergirl issue of Lobo? The Lobo issue with Supergirl in it?
No, no, I didn't.
Holy shit, dude. I don't need to see the movie. Like that's so cool, and he drew Supergirl so good, and it's just perfect. That book to me, the new Lobo book is just like perfect. And I know what's so funny is that I don't think anyone likes Batgirl, right? People are interested in Fury of Firestorm. That's almost like a fringe book, apparently. Apparently that's kind of pushing some things around, and it's almost like a Vertigo book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
people
interesting.
like
I'm
Fury of
not,
Firestorm.
I've never cared about Firestorm.
I've never correct. I could never do it. I didn't
You know
care
what it is?
about
There's
him
something
on.
weird. You know what it is? There's something weird about Firestorm and Cyborg that I felt like they were shoved down my throat. As this is so stupid. As a kid, like I don't want to watch superpowers. I'm like, Cyborg,
Yeah,
Fires. Like, why do they have these douchebags here? Where's Apache Chief? Where's all my favorite characters?
right. Apache
Like,
Chief
I
was
almost felt
also
like
was not a character in the comics.
I
They just
know.
they threw that in. No, I know.
I didn't know. I don't know. I
Yeah,
thought they were all DC characters.
yeah. I don't know. I have to catch up on Deathstroke. Everyone pretty much is unanimous on Deathstroke. You know, that everyone likes that. That's the one of that line that is just gonna. So I'd be
Dude,
curious in the new line
it's
what's gonna hit.
it's Tony
Is
Fleece,
Doom
man.
Patrol
Tony
gonna
Fleece
hit?
is just
Legion
super
gonna hit?
solid.
I like this Nakayama cover. I think that was pretty. That's pretty. I mean, that's his whole thing.
It's my
That's
shirt.
his. That's it. There you go. I had to. They didn't do a good high res on this, but this is absolute 25. I feel like he's getting in some way. I can't believe he's even getting like simpler in certain way. Like, look at how good this guy's. It's crazy
Simpler
how much I
is
like.
simpler
Um,
is harder.
Yeah, but it's like it's I don't know, man. I got to catch up on
That's
this.
really
I
good.
feel like I read it in arcs on this because I feel like I need to wait until the arc runs. But look at how this looks. Look at how the cheetah looks. Like
Oh,
that
that's some body horror there, man.
yeah, I don't know. I don't need all of it to get to body horror, but there was body horror in this because she takes her arm off at one point. Like there's some pretty
Yeah.
a lot of the hell stuff is really gross, that they do in that. So
Mhm.
there's your that's a Mitch Garrett's cover. There's a Sandoval, and that
It's this
look how
book
big
is
that
just
steel
getting
is.
better. This book's getting better.
It finally got to a spot. I think it had to go through his introduction, and they had to do so much world building on the front end. But yeah, I think
It was
once
so
Ferreira
hard.
came on, it pushed it a little
It
bit.
did. It was so hard for them to not make it feel like Smallville. It was so
Mhm.
hard for them to get to where they want it to be. But once they finally did it, it's been solid.
Yeah, I like this. I want to see Mitch on doing something. He's only, I mean, I would like to see Mitch Garrett do something. Absolute
Are we getting John
25.
Get a John Boy Miles cover?
Yeah, I think I grabbed that. Yeah, there's your John Boy.
Batman, that's cool.
Fucking awesome, dude. He's so good. And that's your
Is he
that's your
doing
J.
is he
Scott
doing all three?
Campbell. Um,
I said
I
he's on
don't know.
Superman. Be cool. Be cool. All right.
Yeah, but
Uh,
this yeah, is your Dragota cover, but there's no high res on this, so again, I would like to kind of go through this and see this a little bit when this is out better. And that's your Campbell. There's your Hitch. Hitch, I feel like is struggling with this because he's like, I can't. I know how to
it's
draw, and it's hard for me to
I know how
ignore
to
the
be.
anatomy.
He's so perfect.
He's got to
Like it's
ignore
hard
the
for him to.
anatomy, and I think it doesn't really work. I think the foreshortening here isn't really working. I mean, whatever. I mean, like again,
I
the
just
thing is, they need to do an art book, man, because I swear to God, like I feel like it would be really hard if I was buying some physical, if I was collecting certain things, and that's what I do with my Conans. My Conans are hard every month, so she said. Like I look at my Conans and I get all hard. So I look at my Conans and I'm just like, which one am I going to buy? And sometimes some months it's really fucking hard. Some months it's easy, but some months it's super super hard. Mateo Scalera coming in here. I like the coloring on this. I think it's a little bit Jay Lee. I think it's really
it is,
it's it's
especially the right side.
pretty perfect like how delicate it is. It's weird because wasn't there an issue of I think it was a Scott Snyder issue that I'm trying to remember. I think Duggan scripted it. I felt like he was going to do it as a Capullo alternate, if that makes sense. Does that sound right? Or did a Tinian, might have been a Tinian. I forget. There was a fill-in issue where he did one issue, and I'm like, yes, do this, and then
Yeah, I
he didn't
remember
do
that.
any more, and he didn't do
Nope.
any more, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I think he did Black Science. I'm not sure if it was during or before Black Science. I don't remember, but I was like, do Batman. Now, Scalera is, I mean, his Inkpole podcast it can be super annoying because of his weird, the shit he does at the end. He's so weird. But anyway, but here's your Dan. Listen, here's your Dan Mora bad seed variant. Great. There's another one. Come on, man. Like, god damn. Like,
I know. That's amazing.
yeah. Jenny Frison, I thought she wasn't working. She's not working for Marvel anymore. Is that what happened?
I
I
think
feel
you're
like she
right.
came out and complained to this, but I haven't seen her in a bit. This doesn't have enough red. I feel like it always has like a weird a weird color shape to it, and it's always like a little bit red. So pretty simple, but she's wonderful. Um, that's a pretty good Nakayama there. Are we still when can Tom King be off like Wonder Woman? I can't do it. I haven't been able to do it. It's 38 issues
No,
so far.
I am admittedly 10 issues behind. All right, but I did kind of like it. Oops. I did
I
kind of
just
like it.
I think he just doesn't. I think what he does is that it's boiled down to a certain space, and then he just like I didn't grab one of the concepts from the first three issues, and I'm like I don't want to read this at all. It was she was murdered. I forget exactly what she did. I felt was out of character, and then I'm like I'm out, and I've been out. Um, Nightwing, I've heard some bad reviews on recent Nightwing issues where like it's just about city planning and stuff. It's boring. But Dave Lapham's coming in and doing it, get paid. I was always curious, and I don't know how to ask him this if I ever met him. I met him a million years ago. I'm like, hey, how the hell did you how are you still in this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, did you make enough money off of stray bullets? Did you do some Hollywood stuff? Like, how on earth like are you still around? You know
He's
what I mean? Like,
How on earth is there not? There's probably a comic for every month that he's worked in comics, because there's some months we get 2 or 3 books by him.
Right. Sure. Right. Yeah.
So he's just working, and
And
I don't
then
know what
and
his
then
wife
there
does.
was like, but when I feel like when he was doing Sunshine and Roses, like the Stray Bullets, like third or fourth series, it was like every 3 months one issue would come out, and I'm like, well, how? Like, you know what I mean? Like it
Right.
only came out maybe 5 issues a year. Took a couple years to finish out. So it's another Dan Mora, wonderful. There's a Matteo Scalera again. It's a lot. That's a lot like Jaylee. It's surprising. Surprising. So.
Right.
There's your common cold. So this is going to be the end. This
Ink,
this
ink,
Bad
ink by
Seeds
Rathburn. That's
slash
cool.
Sunrise. Yeah, common cold ink by Rathburn. That is interesting. He's not. I can't. I guess he's doing it here too because it says Cliff. So it's funny because you can kind of see it because when he inks himself, it's probably
It
faster.
it probably yeah he is. I mean, that's why he was on Invincible half the time. He inked a lot of Otley stuff on Invincible. He's a good inker. He's a good penciler. But I
Yeah,
guess he's a slow pencil. I always liked his pencils, to be honest. TBH. But this is good. I think it cleans him up a
TBH.
little. TBH.
TBH. Speaking of the picture of all the Marvel like characters for the Doomsday movie, this kind of cracked me up because this is a new or Jurgen slash Ordway drawing, and I guess it's now, right? Because
It's
like if you look at everything here, it's like okay, well, let's see. It
let's
was
see. Oh yeah, Jonathan Kent is in that costume, so that's now.
yeah, I guess it's
I
now. I don't
so
know.
Shazam's Lightning Bolt is New 52 era.
Yeah, I don't know
Like
what I'm not sure what
yeah, I
John
don't know the
Stewart's
Green
wearing.
Lanterns currently.
It's just so funny. Like
Supergirl,
you also have
maybe.
like you have Cassandra Cain just kind of hanging out back there. I can't tell what era it's supposed to be. Like I can't tell like if this is Damian Robin, if this is supposed to be. But then
I
but
I
this
mean,
is
it's
the new
Damien.
Batman costume. That's
It
the
is for
brand.
sure Damien. It's just a matter of is that Damien's current costume.
I
I don't
guess
know.
I
I'll
don't
tell you
know.
what though. Cool. So we got a 30th anniversary of Death of Superman. We got 30th anniversary of Reign of Superman. And now we're getting 30th anniversary of the Wedding of Superman. I'm fine
Yeah,
with
so
that.
it's all the lineup. It's all the it's Bogdanov's coming back drawing something. Jurgens Ordway drawing something. Jackson Geist no longer with us, so I forget who's drawing that story. They're going to basically kind of go through and have that era of people doing stuff. No
You
Grummett,
should
I
get
don't
a
believe.
who does the best Geist?
No
Perkins?
Grums.
Perkins.
Perkins.
Perkins is kind of a good Geist. Um,
Perkins inked Geist for. I don't know if he might have even been a studio mate for Geist. I'm not sure, but yeah, but you're right. That's at the Captain America era where it went back and forth, where it was Epting, Geist, Perkins inks, then Perkins art, and then when it went to Winter Soldier, that was Geist and Geist
there
Perkins.
I will
Geist
probably pick up
Perkins.
I'll probably pick up the foil cover to that because it's just fun.
Yeah, that's
I
that.
don't
I
I don't get
I
every
like those
foils.
anniversaries, even though that
I
book sucks. I hope they don't do they don't do a wedding album uh facsimile. Hopefully not. Hope it's
where is
just the
it?
30th anniversary.
You no fucking way. Here we go, Mark. There's my invitation.
Oh, the invitation of the wedding?
Invitation to the wedding.
Whoa, there you go.
Look, I just
30
happened to come
years old.
across it. He's 30 years old. I'm
That's
30 years
crazy.
old. I wish.
I'm
I just
30.
happened to I just happened to find that today. Um, so that's cool. I'll get that. So what's next? I guess the 30th anniversary of Electric Superman.
Do
Is that the
Electric
next
Superman.
big?
Listen, they're doing Electric Superman in
Dude,
superpowers. I think that's cool.
give me give me Electric Superman foil cover, and then balls to the wall, electric foil, glow in the dark.
Glow in the
Give me
dark. Glow
both.
in the dark.
Give me
Yep.
glow in the dark foil. You can do it. You can do it, man.
You can do it. Uh, Action
All
Comics. I didn't
right.
read. I didn't read 1100 yet. But
Me
I
neither.
grabbed this because I guess they're doing Kingdom Come 30th anniversary variants. There's your
Yes.
Ariel Olivetti. Very cool. Magog. Cable.
Are any of them going to be by Alex Ross?
No. Apparently
Good
not.
job. That makes no
But that's
sense.
okay. That's okay. Yeah, but yeah, people that like, but that like legit.
That's actually pretty awesome. I mean,
That's a
that's
Ariel
really awesome
Olivetti.
looking.
That's your Perio. Like you have people
Yeah.
that basically like are
Got famous because of Alex
influence.
Ross.
This one's the worst. This one's really bad. This is Step Cedric, which you like, but it's just not. That face is no good, man. It's pretty
Nah,
rough.
he's
Pretty
he sh-
rough.
he should have probably drawn a girl character. He's really good at girl characters.
Yeah. That's the new Justice League Unlimited cover. I like all. Give me all those heads. Give me a head.
That's right. Give me
Who
Ted
drew
Cord, new Blue
this?
Beetle. It's Scross, right?
Yeah, Steve Scroce. Steve Scroce. That's a Bruno Redondo. Butte. That's a beauty. Again,
That's look at those lines,
fucking
dude.
simple. You know what I got in a dollar bin? I got in a dollar bin. I got that Nightwing. I think they're making a poster. Does that sound right? They're making the Nightwing issue where it's all like the buildings in the city, where it's just one long
Oh
continuous
yeah,
like Mobius strip. I feel like they're doing some type of print of that, of like the whole fucking thing. But I got the issue with that, which is
that was a really good Nightwing run, dude.
it was pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Dark Realm special. I don't know what this is. This is the Dark
Well,
Realm special.
well,
Is this?
it's written and drawn by Dan Moore, right?
Yeah, right. That's crazy. Like that's crazy. Errol, that's Errol Betty.
So are these all Hispanic-y characters? Because I know he likes
Uh,
that wolf dude.
yeah. Look at
That's
that,
cool.
dude.
That's awesome looking, dude.
Yeah, and there was oh shit, I don't think I grabbed it. There's like a versus. I think it's I feel like it's a Serge Acuna. It's like a versus. It's like the fiery wolf guy and like fighting somebody else. It's like awesome looking. Yeah, I mean those. I mean it basically looks like. Uh, Look, give Dan Moore a if he wants to write something. That sounds good. That sounds interesting. You know,
Listen, you got to start somewhere.
the wolf character rules. Emperor Aquaman. Oh man, I don't think I grabbed that cover. The Emperor Aquaman cover is great. The John. They didn't even fill the name of John Timms, please, John Timms. And I wonder if Carla Cohen and Lucio Perillo are because these covers are them like putting their hands together, and that they're two different. It's
Oh yeah, I
Perillo and
wonder.
Cohen. Um, I forget who Mark Rondolfo's husband is. That's somebody too. I don't know if it's Godtail. Anyway, yeah, here's your DNA,
It's
Kingdom
cool.
Come. Yeah,
Not
so I
bad.
mean they look good. There's more again, more Dan Mora.
You can't beat it,
I
dude.
grabbed that because you got your Jim Chung.
Look at that
That
cover, dude. Look
that
at that
Jim Chung one
background.
shot, if they did a series based on that, the Jim Chung Hattush like one shot that they had with Loeb, you
Right.
can give me 5 issues of that, please. Thank you.
Look at that
Or,
background. Doesn't that
you
just
know,
read Batman 1989? That's
yeah,
dark.
it's
That's
perfect. So
Gotham. That's
It's Axis Chemicals.
it is Axis Chemicals.
I didn't. So this first issue got a lot of good. I don't. Did you read that yet? I'm waiting for number two.
I
Because
did read the first issue. Yeah,
once
I
number
liked it.
two comes out, it'll pop on the DC app. Was it good?
Yeah,
I
I
don't know who
liked it,
this writer is, but I love this cover. I don't know who did this cover. That's Mark Espinal.
dude. So I watched the trailer to Clayface. You watched the trailer to Clayface?
No, I haven't watched the long one now.
Okay, it's good. It's good. But
Yeah,
like you look at the dude, and I'm like, man, that kind of looks like Liefeld's son. You know, Liefeld. We got to bring up Liefeld. It's been an hour into the show. We haven't brought him up yet. Oh,
live
we
out
brought up this
quotient's
show.
way off this
It's
episode. We're
way off.
fucked.
So I'm looking at the guy, and he just looks like Liefeld's middle child, Chase, is an actor. He had a Paramount TV show about werewolves and stuff. So
Right.
I texted Liefeld. I'm like, yo, like this guy, I watched a Clayface trailer. Guy looks like your son. He goes, actually, my son was up for the part, but he didn't get it. He goes,
Uh,
Hollywood's tough. I'm
yeah,
like, the dude looks just like him. It's so weird.
yeah.
That's
That
okay. He'll be
it looks pretty good. We'll see. I mean, again, I think that DC's fucked. I think that they're, I saw someone put up the final. I guess Supergirl's streaming soon. There must be a digital file of it up or something because someone edited the final scene to Call Me. They put Call Me in it, and
Oh,
I
that
saw a
makes a
couple
lot more
clips of it,
sense.
and it looked good. And I was like, "Fuck, that looks good," like versus the ambient cover of what was it Fallout
So
Boy?
bad,
What was
dude.
it?
Yeah. No, it just takes some time. In the
The
middle?
middle. Whoa,
Middle.
whoa. What's
I
this, Rob?
are we getting Matrix? Oh
Enter
man, that makes me happy.
Matrix.
Enter the Matrix.
Enter the
I
Matrix.
I like this dude. I like this comic. He's creative. He's fun. When he draws it, it's great. The fill-in artist has been okay. I still wish
Yeah.
they would have got the fill-in artist from Mothra. I think that artist from the Mothra comic that he
Yeah, that's
wrote
confusing. Yeah.
is phenomenal. That guy's great.
She wrote
She
Sophie
wrote
Campbell.
Sophie Campbell.
Um, I love this cover. This is by Matt Taylor. I don't know who this is, but I love this cover.
That's a really good cover.
I
I like
don't
it.
know if I'll like that book.
I
I
hope I
don't know.
do. It's
I
it's
want to like Wes Craig because I understand like I want to like a writer artist, but I tried Kaya. I tried it twice and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I hope it's good. Well, what I like about what DC's doing is they're doing, and we talked about this a little bit last week or the last show with the Demon, is they're kind of pulling people in. So if you like Ice Cream Man, go read Dead Man, right? Like there you go. That's the audience for it. Or if you have people reading Dead Man because Dead Man's a more famous character, you go, oh, I like these guys. I'll go read Ice Cream Man. Like, you know what I mean?
Right, right, right,
It's feeding itself. Same thing here. Wes Craig is famous for Kaya. You read this. Oh, I like this. Who's this guy? I'll go over there. Oh, or you're a Kaya fan. Like, oh my God, he's writing Superman. Great.
right.
So
That's the goal.
that's the goal. It's kind of going like, again, we talk a little bit about the Kirkman Manifesto. We should probably have an episode on the Kirkman Manifesto. Kirkman Manifesto,
Hey, you
long and
can't,
the short of it is,
you can't find that anywhere.
there
It is nope.
yeah, but why is it
Even
scrubbed? Why would well, I'll look for it. I'll
because
find it.
he put it on one thing, one place, and that
Yeah.
place no longer exists. So there's like a short clip of it, but the whole thing no longer exists. Because Liefeld
Hmm.
and Kirkman both looked for it. Because Liefeld did a whole episode. He did an observation about the manifesto. Doesn't have it. Didn't have it. We're all doing it by memory. I can't
There's
believe
got
somebody
to
else
be
didn't
some.
record it.
Yeah, there's got to be. It's got to be out there somewhere. I'll check
I
the
can't believe
Internet
like
Movie
I can't
Archive or
believe like
something.
Rich Johnson didn't like record it. You know
Right, right,
that
right, right.
that
Well,
Kirk.
because I think we take stuff for granted. Stuff's out there. Oh, I have a question on. I got a new Avengers. We'll have to do this in a different segment, but I got a new Avengers #1 alternate, which was the Joe Quesada alternate, which shows all six covers, right? For six covers.
Right.
But then when I look at the issues of like when you buy them separately, did he change the Wolverine?
They're inked and colored by different people.
Oh, I see. So that's like a Billy Tan Wolverine or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yuck.
It's like yeah. It's weird because you put them all together, you're like, hey, it goes together, but they're all everything's a different style. But then there's one cover that has them all in Casada style. And you're like, okay,
Yeah, I got that cover. So I
it's a
want the
weird
Quesada.
choice. It's
Yeah,
cool, but
that's
it's
what I
weird.
thought. But yeah, when I saw the Wolverine, I'm like, that's wrong. All right, here we go. Facsimile time.
My
Rob will be
favorite
foiled again.
and double
Rob,
foil when we get to it.
here you go. You're foiled again on this one.
Dude, I love it. I'm such a mark. I love Kessel Grummet Superboy. Always have,
Yes.
always will. I'll take that foil cover. Wait a
Does it
minute.
come with the poster? Does it come with the bonus Superman poster, Boy
Does it?
Man?
Does it? Is it gonna come with? Which ones had the? Which ones had the die cut covers?
It
That wasn't
was
this
this
one, was it?
issue, but that was the deluxe ones.
That was the deluxe ones.
Yep. And
That's
then
fine.
they're doing this one, which is the cover.
The newsstand,
Yeah.
not
So
newsstand.
the
But okay,
standard version, the
standard version.
150
Yeah,
version, not the $2 version. I think it was
they better have
$2.
that. They should have the poster in it.
Harley Quinn. I feel like they did this one. Didn't they do this one or no?
DC did not do that, but it was a San Diego exclusive. But it was a Virgin cover. They
Hmm.
AI'd in the rest of the Batcape. They took away the UPC. They took away the UPC box. AI'd the rest of the Batcape. Took away all the logos, so it was Virgin. And they did a weird thing where instead of the whole background being red, it fades to silver. But then they
Neat.
did a different variant that was all yellow background with a red sun. But they haven't done this officially.
Foiled
So
again.
cool.
Rob's gonna be foiled again on this one.
Now I am, and I'm actually selling. I have one of the San Diego exclusives. It's like a
Exclusive.
$50 to $100 comic. So I'm like, let me sell this $50 one so I can get the official one.
Yeah,
Um, Now this original art just sold, I think, within the past year, but it went for like many hundreds of thousands of dollars.
that's funny.
And it's a
Is that the
lazy.
only time he's done that?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think he did that when he did the year two. You
No,
know,
I don't think so
it was
either.
before year two, I believe.
He
Right?
did this cover like overnight. This is his first chance to draw Batman officially, and they called him up. They said, "Hey, the cover artist, bailed. Can you want to do that Batman cover? You said you wanted to do it." He's like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll give it in next week." Like, we need it tomorrow. He goes, 3 hours later, it was done. He goes, "That's why it's all
Jesus.
cape." He goes, "This is the quickest cover." He goes, "It's just all cape." But
Right,
yet,
right, right, right.
it's iconic. It's iconic to Batman.
Yeah,
Funny.
yeah. I did want to get but I saw it in person. It just seems so insane. The Batman year two Batman where he's in like the graveyard it's this long, and it's just cape. It's just a
Yes,
big fucking plastic cape.
he can. Dude, they made a toy of this. It's awesome looking. He did this as a Spawn cover. It's awesome looking.
Yeah, just fucking printing money. Did I miss that they're doing this? Did I miss
Nope.
that they're doing?
Nope. This is my gripe. Are you ready? They solicited Watchmen 1 facsimile edition last month.
Mm.
And then like here's the work in progress cover, and here's the black and white cover. They did not solicit a foil cover for it. Because I went to my store, I said, hey, this isn't in I still call it previews. I said, I didn't see this on the solicitations. They're like, oh no, there's no foil cover for it. I'm like, okay. So here's number two with the foil cover.
Oil. Yeah, well, just keep an eye out because they might do a
Well, they did
uh
that with the second Superman Spider-Man crossover. They didn't solicit a foil cover with it, and then they had one. So yes, I got to keep an eye out.
foiled again.
That's
Swamp Thing
nice.
one. You doing a Swamp Thing one?
No,
You gonna do
I
this
stick.
Swamp Thing one?
That is tempting, isn't it?
Toy Otter. Yeah, I like the Jason Geyer cover. I think that's dope. I think they should. Yeah, I think he should just do them. I think he should do them for fucking everything. Do them for Watchmen. You know what I mean? That'd be fucking awesome. Have an
Totally
Alex
fine.
Soviec Watchmen like Rorschach right there or some shit. That's really fun. DC Finest is continuing to do what I really like in their advertising like this. I don't know if you've seen this. I can't believe that DC is putting the DC Finest like about 1 to 2 months. Every week one goes up. That's what they're advertising and that's what they've been doing. Every single one of those is up for the most part right now. Crazy. And now they're doing these themed ones. Science fiction, I think, is on the app now. But this is Western, which is it's the end of it's kind of your first start off of Jonah Hex a little bit here. So you have what Weird Western Tales 18 to 43, Jonah Hex 1 to 7, and a Jonah Hex parody story from Amazing World of Comics 13. That's really fun. That's never been reprinted. I've never seen
Love
that.
it.
I wonder who did that. Um, yeah, but that this is all really good, really cool artwork to it. Jose Garcia Lopez, Tony DiZuniga, Dick Ayers, a lot of the Polynesian guys. That's really good. So here's your compacts. I don't
Philippine.
know. I don't know if I think this is something would be good to give to someone, but I don't know. DeLuca just recently got, I think it was one of the Harley Quinn ones, and it just seemed to work with the art and the thing. You thought the Supergirl one, the lettering wasn't like letter's not enlarged or anything like that, and it's just sometimes it's hard. I mean, again, we're old men, so I
Yeah.
wonder if this is going to be the same thing. If it's going to be too small. This is the most boring. This is the worst Justice League story, in my opinion. It's so
It's
routine.
do
It's
you know what the problem is with it,
so
Mark? We wanted Jim Lee and Jeff Johns to do Justice League for so long. But then when you finally give it to us, you give us this fucking new boring version that's New 52. And we can't relate. We don't love these characters. We don't, you know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, it's still Superman, but it's not the Superman that we had been growing up with for the prior
And it's like
25 years.
it's like a straight like it's mainly like a cyborg story. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like here's
Right.
again, pushing
Hey,
cyborg again, like push him down your throat, Rob. Push him down your
yeah,
throat, Rob.
well, let's stay on this for a second because yeah, it's superpowers because Jeff Johns loves superpowers more than us, just like he
Right.
loves the Detroit Justice League more than us. So,
Right, right, right.
like everything
But
Cyborg does, like we could have had a better story with Martian Manhunter. Like stick
mm,
with what you know. And the first good issue of Justice League is the first issue Jim Lee doesn't draw. I think Ivan Reyes draws it
Evan
maybe.
Rice takes over. Yep. Hmm.
And you know why it's better? Here's what I think. I think Justice League 1 through 6 are plot and script by Jeff Johns, not written by Jeff Johns. Jeff
Oh, I see.
Johns is one of your best writers. At DC, he was the best writer at DC at the time. So when he could write a full issue, Jeff Johns is also an artist. He doesn't draw comics,
Mhm.
but he can if he wanted to. He's very good. So like he could, while he's writing, he's picturing how it should be drawn. So he can give Ivan Reyes a full script, knowing how an artist would draw it. But with Jim Lee's and it's fine. Some
Yeah.
guys are do better at that, you
Mhm.
know. But Jim Lee probably would have done better had he just drawn a Jeff Johns script. There's
Right. So
artists there's
You're
writing.
thinking Lee was like it's too collaborative.
No, I think um, collaborative is the wrong word. I think it's he drew from a plot, so you didn't have Jeff
Mhm.
Johns' storytelling strengths on
Oh, I
show
see.
here.
Right, right, right. Well, Ivan Ray still is working with him today. He's part of Ghost Machine. So I mean that's
And,
the
and
people
these
he
Ghost Machine
grabs.
comics, by the way, I think I told you I got caught up on all Ghost Machine comics, and they just all keep getting better. They all
Right.
started
You
off kind
said
of slow.
Rook and Red Coat
Red Coat,
are the
I love.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really good. Brian Hitch, dude, every lapel on his jacket, and he's on a 1909 street with accurate, like he's doing the research, making sure there's shops that were there at the time. The clothing's right, the furniture's right. Like Brian Hitch, and he loves doing this stuff. He's a history buff,
Right.
but he doesn't
Right. Right.
mind
Right.
doing the work to make this book more accurate than any comic fan knows.
Mm. Yeah.
Don't you hate that in a comic? Like, let's say someone's like talking about mortgages, and you're like, "That's not how a mortgage goes." You know, I like that way with like somebody brings up like a UPS thing. I'm like, "That's not the board we use." Like, you
Yeah.
idiots.
Well, what's funny is that one of the review podcasts I fanboy that listened to for years. They're pretty big, but their gripe is every pizza because they were both New Yorkers for a bit. One of them lives in California,
Mhm.
one of them lives up in like New England. He's like, but anytime they show like a New York pizza, they're like, you can't hold the pizza like that. I think they were yelling about like Bruno Redondo. It's like Bruno Redondo's never been in New York. He's never had New York pizza. He doesn't know how to eat pizza. He doesn't know how to hold pizza. He doesn't know fucking like there's no I mean, again, can you Google that? Like, I don't know. Maybe not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But
You
yeah,
don't
that
think
type of research, Google, you can research period stuff and be accurate. You know what I mean? That's cool. But their gripe is always that. My gripe on most things in this is like, don't show me rebar. I'll get freaked out. Please don't.
that's
Don't show
not
me nails.
that's not an inaccuracy, Mark.
It's very accurate, but it's very accurately creeping
it's
me
your
out. You know
personal
what I mean?
fears.
That's my personal hell. My personal hell would be buildings fall over and I get impaled by rebar. That's my
That's
personal
why that's why I'm
personal
creating a
hell.
villain. I'm creating a villain called Rebarb, just so you can't read my comic.
Now, is this I wonder if this drawing,
Is this taken from it and blown up, or is it redrawn? Is that what you're
I don't
saying?
know. Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
the
I mean,
detail's so
it looks
lacking.
very
It looks like
Gibbons.
it looks very Gibbons. The detail is very lacking and loose. It's like it's wide, so it looks like it could be something small blown up, like they're doing their best chip kid.
Yeah. Yeah, what are we
Um,
doing here? So we're doing Whatever Happened to Man Tomorrow. So it's Superman by Alan Moore Absolute Edition. So Alan Moore
this
gets
is
pissed. He'll just be mad about it. He'll be like, I'm fucking mad. How dare you? How dare
no, they'll
you?
Alan Moore's still going to get a check for this. He's very proud of this work. He only turns down the media checks. He doesn't turn down, as far as I know, the
Yeah.
comic checks.
So let's see.
This
Whatever
book
Happened to
is
Man
both.
Tomorrow?
All right,
Um, DC Comics presents The
85.
Jungle Line, Man Who Has Everything from the annual, which I have multiple copies of. Never Before Collected Stories, Protected Species from the Superheroes Annual,
European. It's
European.
from a UK. It's a UK hardcover annual.
I'm a peon. I was
So
Superman's double by Superman
and
Official
they're not
Annual.
and they're
Uh,
not comics. They're uh, dialogue. No script. No, what the hell? I'm just lost it.
just words.
They're
They're
just
yeah,
words. More than
just
words.
words.
So that is 5 comics worth of material, Mark. 5 comics worth of material for
$100.
$100. 20 bucks a comic.
Well, it says it's 200 pages, so I don't know. You know what I mean? It's featuring all new art by Rick Veitch, celebrating his landmark Superman story with Alan Moore
Is it really a
alongside.
landmark? Because it's the least interesting. It's a
It's
great
the least
story.
interesting.
It's the least interesting story.
Good for you. I didn't know you'd go for that. But you're right. You're right. All new arc by Ryan Sook honoring. Okay, it's Ryan Sook honoring Dave Gibbons and Kurt Swan Superman. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I can't tell. I can't tell what they're saying there. Featuring all new arc. Okay, alongside all new arc by Ryan Sook honoring Dave Gibbons and Kurt Swan Superman stories by Alan Moore. I don't know what that means. I'm not
I
sure
don't
what
know
that
what that
means.
means.
I'm
You
not
know
sure
what
what
you
that
should do, Mark?
means.
Here's what you do, Mark. You ready for this?
Y'all ready for this?
You take you're gonna laugh at this.
Hmm.
Take that Mr. Majestic one shot from Wildstorm Spotlight 1,
Oh.
redraw it as Superman. And now you have an incredible Superman story about the end
The
of the
Carlos
universe.
DeAnda one. It was that. What was it
Yes.
called? It was Wildstorm Presents Mr.
I
Majestic
think
#1, and then
I
that
think it
was
was
like
Wildstorm.
that was it.
No. There's a 2 and 3 Stormwatch stories that like suck. 2 and
Yeah,
3
that's
are
right.
Storm they're I can't even
I
tell you
kind of
anything about
remember
them.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. You remember as much as I
Oof.
remember. What's up, little girl?
Yeah. So DWJ, everyone's got to capitalize on DWJ. So absolute DWJ, Wonder Woman, Dead Earth. There is a good deluxe version of this. It was Black Label, so I guess they're just not doing. They're not saying it's. I guess you can't just keep listing it's DC Black Label, absolute. Like, you know what I mean? I guess you can't put Black Label, but I guess is Black Label gone? So
No,
goofy, man.
not yet. Not yet. This is
Uh,
I'm sorry, I got interrupted. Real last thing about the Alan Moore book, because I'm not never done with Alan Moore. Besides redrawing the Mr. Majestic story, which is just a hilariously funny idea.
that's pretty funny. Yeah,
Um, because it would work. It's a fantastic Superman story.
have Chris
And
Prouse
then
redraw it.
you just change. Oh,
Did
that's
it.
good. You did it. Did it again.
Did
Foiled
it
again.
again.
You
Foiled
just changed.
again.
You just changed Spartan at the end to a cyborg, and we're forcing more cyborg. There you go,
Yeah, give me that
Moss.
cyborg. Fuck cyborg.
So when I picture that Superman Absolute, I apologize. I want it in deluxe newsprint. I don't want glossy because these books were never
Um,
glossy.
well, it's
These were
200 pages, $100. So I mean, I don't know. It's probably gonna be glossy, because
it's glossy. It's an absolute.
yeah,
I don't think there's been an
it's
absolute.
glossy.
I know, but you might have got my dollars if it was newsprint.
Why is this solicited? This is the October solicits. This is on sale May 20th, 2027. What the fuck are you doing?
Alan Moore does love pot.
420. Same thing
420.
here. This is a absolute for April 27. What are you guys doing? It's really far out there. This has a slipcase, oversized absolute, four
Why is this
issue.
book? This book should be out. They didn't do this already. They did a
There's a
hardcover.
deluxe edition. Yeah, there's a deluxe
Okay.
edition which has a little bit of stuff in it, but not a lot. Because even at that time, remember that probably did not sell. I had the initial issues, I sold them. Um,
Ooh. Do you think they're
his
hot now?
variant covers are sold. I wish I had them now, yeah, because like I have the hardcover because I thought the hardcover was good. It had an exclusive cover, had a new cover, so that was awesome. I like that story a lot. I like how
It's
how
good.
good Superman is done in this. Superman's
Yes.
great in this. So again, I think that it would be of everyone's interest to like again, what's kind of crazy is that these series came out and no one cared. Beta Ray Bill came out, didn't sell, no one cared, and now
No.
they're doing like a super deluxe like black and white version, like just artist
This is
edition.
the book that made me love him.
Oh,
This is
really?
the book that made me a huge uh, Daniel Warren Johnson fan.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Superman, Shazam, First Thunder. That's a pretty good story. I think
Soft
it's
cover? Yeah, no,
interesting.
it's good. It's good. It's good artwork. They made a cartoon short of it that was really good.
Yeah, I never saw it. I should go through and watch some of the
All the
uh
DC Nation stuff.
yeah, right, and all the like shorts they did the DC
Hmm.
Showcase stuff here and
Yeah,
there. The
yeah.
Warlord one's real good. The Commandi one's real good. I've
The
seen that, but I don't
reason
think I've seen all of them. I don't think
I,
there was a Jonah Hex one I feel like I didn't see.
I feel like you're right. I
I
like
feel like
this.
I didn't see it.
Joshua Middleton was always my choice for like a modern Miracle Man artist. Like if you had to get a
Hmm.
modern Miracle Man artist, for me it was always Joshua Middleton, number one.
I saw a Miracle Man hardcover this week, and it was still $100, and I'm just like, man, I would get that if it was $50 or $40. You know what I mean?
Wait
Like,
a minute,
because the
which hardcover? The Absolute? I'm sorry,
absolute whatever the
whatever.
Marvel omnibus is, but it was all the pertinent stuff. It's everything plus the annual, so it
I
was
wish I
kind of
would have bought.
everything.
I wish I would have bought the Eclipse hardcovers back when I had the chance.
Hmm.
I turned them down because I wasn't a hardcover person back then. This is like the 1995
Right.
when I was doing my mad search to get my last two issues of Miracle Man I needed were the two hardest to get, 15 and 24.
Mhm.
And I came across a guy that had all the hardcovers. And I'm like, no, I don't want these hardcovers. I like comics.
Right, right, right.
Yes.
Well, I go back and forth. I mean, it's shit. I mean, I feel like I have DC New Frontier like four times. Like, you know what I mean? I have it like a million times. I have it like regular. I think I had a regular trade, then I have the deluxe trade, and I had the absolute. Like, it's
I
like,
have the
god damn.
Absolute, but then they put out the one shot after the Absolute, right?
Right.
Or did
The
they do
newest absolute has the one shot in it.
okay.
And artwork from stuff from the cartoon, which is
Okay.
pretty good. It's pretty good. It's on YouTube for free. JSA Compendium 2, again, $60, 1,200 pages, 1,240 pages. Woo, that's chunky.
That's a good deal.
Um, Batman Beyond the White. I don't think I read this. I feel like I didn't read this one. I feel like I didn't. I
It's
feel like I got
they're all they're all
burnt
good.
out on that. Yeah.
They're all good.
But
They're all solid.
is
Like
there a
I
one
like
shot
I
or
like all
something in
this.
there? Because I don't remember Simone DeMeo doing anything in that. Maybe I guess there may be. I feel
Wasn't
like
there a
during the second one he had a Claus Janson one shot. So maybe there's a one shot in here that I forgot
maybe?
about.
And you pretty much had like a Harley Quinn miniseries at one point.
Yeah, yeah. There was one or two. Like there like, again. I think he's going back to this. We'll get into some Sean Gordon Murphy stuff, but I feel like he was kind of the start. Remember, back he asked Snyder to write that for him. And Snyder's like, I think you got enough. You can do it.
Yeah.
Kind of like the way John Burns like, you should write Hellboy. I'm not going to write any more Hellboy. And then like, probably cut yourself. I mean,
Hey, did you
again, Scott Snyder's probably not hurting right now with whatever royalties he might be getting off of that, absolute.
did
But
you read X-Men Elsewhere yet?
no.
The
Is
biggest thing
that
about
sold
that
out?
book,
I saw that at
yes,
Ron's Comic World, and they had a hardcover for $70,
yes, it's
and I
sold
was
out,
like,
and they're going to second print, and they'll probably go to a third print, which is crazy. It's good. It's really
yeah,
solid, and it's the first time you feel like I've never felt Sentinels were a threat in the entire time I've read comics. I always
oh,
thought they were just big,
hmm,
goofy, but in this, they're a threat. They're a threat like Days of Future Past. You feel like they're a threat. Any other time, I never felt like they were a threat. Nimrod sometimes come off like a threat. Uh,
interesting.
but yeah,
I think
definitely worth getting.
this is a pretty good omnibus here. This is everything. It's the entire weight gets an omnibus, which I think is pretty good. It looks like a new cover. Um,
Does look like a new cover. That's
yeah,
sharp.
yeah,
Yeah, his style looks a little different. That Supergirl looks. It's not how he drew her ever.
definitely a new cover. Way to
Yeah,
go. You did it.
way to
Uh,
go.
way to
Just
go. But
say
they're
that to him.
also doing the Brave and the Bold. They're doing the Supergirl Legion they're doing 36 issues basically. Teen Titans Legion special. You know what I never read?
What?
Never read that Jurgens Perez Legion Titans. Does that sound right? Did that seem
Jergens Jimenez?
There was a 4 issue.
Phil Jimenez, right?
No, there's JLA Titans. That's Phil. That's
That's
Phil.
Phil Jimenez.
Yeah. I feel like it's Jurgens with either I think it's Perez Inks. 4 issues, deluxe whatever. It's the 595, the Dark Knight format, the prestige format. I feel like I have it. I just haven't read it.
It all blurs together. Yo,
Yep.
remember how good Final Crisis Legion of Three Worlds is? That's great.
That's great. Yeah. I feel like they
But
just
again,
recently have that. They have that in something. Like they have a Prez something or other that's in. Yeah, most of those miniseries were pretty good. Like most of
the
that
Final
stuff.
Crisis one,
Oh, yeah, Final Crisis. Most of
yes,
Final
they're
Crisis
great.
stuff. Requiem. There's a
Rogues,
Requiem one shot.
the Rogues Gallery one is
Rogue's
great.
Revenge.
Rogues Revenge,
Yeah.
yeah, solid stuff. Really solid stuff. I might have liked that stuff better
Solicits.
than Final Crisis itself.
Final Crisis is kind of all over the place. Then you have Superman Beyond 3D. You know what I mean? It's like
Those are great though.
they are.
Doug Mahnke.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't like. Listen, I love J.T. Jones, but I don't feel like he was the right fit for that book. Because when you
Right.
get to the two Doug Mahnke Superman specials, they're incredible looking. And you're like, my God, why couldn't he have drawn this whole thing?
Well, I feel like the story got away. It's such a weird way to read it too, because you have to read what 4 issues of Final Crisis and then read like 2 issues of Superman, then go back to Final
And
Crisis.
what was there a Black Lightning you had to read too?
I think so, but that Black Lightning wasn't as that pertinent. You could skip that. I think I remember reading it and like you have to read this. I'm like, I read it. I don't know if you owed that guy money. I forget who wrote it. It was like Al Ewing or some
It was
shit.
Grant
Like it was
Morrison.
not great. Was it?
Didn't Grant
I don't
Morrison write that?
I don't know. It wasn't good. It wasn't very good. So anyway, Image Solicits. We're doing it live. Doing it live. Here we go. Luther Strode. It's been what was it, 15 years or something like that? It said 20 years. I forget. 15 year. 15
It's
year.
been a minute. It's been a minute.
But what
Ooh,
I
look at that,
like,
dude.
yeah, it's Ian
That
Bertram.
that's the yeah. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Um, but what's confusing is that, yeah, that's the Ian Bertram cover, but they are doing a Treasury edition of this, which is going to be a little bit bigger. That's what she said. Well, I guess it's the same. It's number one, then an art gallery, but I think more than likely I'm probably going to uh, get that Treasury. Give me that Treasury. Give it to me. Bad Rock, baby.
Bedrock, dude. That's
Chance
four
Wolf.
issues in a row, monthly. Thank Chance Wolf, so damn cool. I love Chance Wolf. It's a good signature too.
Who
I
colored
don't
that?
recognize. I don't know. PH.
PH Balance.
PH Bounce. Strong enough for a man.
But what?
PH Bounce for a woman.
PH Balance. We know that. That's so dumb. Look at that. Boom. Approved.
Look at
Not
that.
approved by the Comics Code Authority. Did it.
Yay. And you know what? UPC box, dude. Good
Yeah,
job.
that's right. Good job. Final
Bedrock.
boss,
Did you
baby.
read
Final
did you read
boss.
Bedrock one yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I gotta catch up on a lot of stuff. I gotta catch up on Final Boss because I feel like I didn't finish the second storyline. This is the end of the second storyline,
What's
but
Phantom Lady doing there?
that's I forget her name. They had a one shot for her. That I
I
forget
know.
who drew is pretty good. G.I. Joe, there's your Tom Riley. I wish this was Jordy, but maybe it is. I don't know. Can't really
It's
tell.
it's it's clearly not. It says
It's a
Lee
Lee
Lowridge right up. It says
Lowridge.
it right at the top.
No, I know, but I don't know
So
if she did the cover. You know what I mean? I don't think so, but
it's orange.
it is orange. I love it.
You love it, dude.
That's what I want.
Um, so Real American Hero, Pelletier, cool issue. We do like that the colors always look real solid on GI Joe, Real American Hero. Uh, so they're doing a Tomb Raider crossover. I think we talked about it briefly. I do that all the time. I love it. So they're doing a Tomb Raider
Stupid.
crossover. I think Hasbro approached Kirkman like, hey, can you put Tomb Raider in a GI Joe comic? And Kirkman's like, yeah, fucking a. Like, why would I not put Tomb Raider in a GI Joe comic? Because like Hasbro's
Well,
like, we're doing kind of a deal. And Kirk was
yeah,
like, okay,
but it's not an Energon.
but isn't
It's in
she
the Hamaverse.
right? Which I'm fine with.
Hmm.
I actually kind of prefer that because I feel like in the Hamaverse we would also get Rocky and Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah,
I
give
know
me
it's not
Rocky.
official. I know that's more Sunbow, that's more Hasbro. But you know what? Like I hope for Hasbro GI Joe fans that they get a little, 6-inch Tomb Raider. Give me a GI Joe Tomb Raider toy.
Right.
Like I think that would work good for those GI Joe fans. Like GI Joe should reach out again. Go to like whoever the best MMA fighter is right now. I don't know. I know it's not uh
Whoever.
whatever.
Hoist Gracie. There's there's an old name there.
The one
This.
guy I went to mention, I'm like, yep, don't want to even say his name because of issues.
Oh, right. Yeah. I guess I forgot this is even coming out. Like, and this just might be. Well, what's really funny about the Sean Gordon Murphy series is that like no one, I don't think anyone liked. I didn't even read it, but I heard such bad reviews about the Zorro. I've never seen it. I think it came out through Massive, and I'm not sure
Did
if it's
he
anywhere.
did he kickstart it?
I think he did a Kickstarter on it.
I hate Kickstarter, but I love Kickstarter. Um, but when it comes to someone like him, if he does a Kickstarter, I'm like, well, I know we'll eventually get it elsewhere. Plot
Mm.
hole eventually showed up elsewhere, and I still haven't read it yet.
Right.
You and you
I
and
read
you
it when
backed
it
that
got.
Kickstarter.
I backed it. I got the artist edition, and it's fine. I
But
wish
meanwhile,
someone scripted it.
I'll go back Bill Mouse, because I don't know if we'll ever see those books anywhere else.
Near X.
Nira X and Zen. He's got 3 issues of Zen out and like six
Hmm.
issues of Nira. They look really good too. Plus, I like Bill Mouse. Really nice guy.
Yeah, I never met him. That's nice. Here's a Chiarello variant, which I think is pretty dope. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about this book.
I'm more
I have
apt
no
to
idea.
read this than I am to read Zorro. I don't hate
Yeah,
Zorro, but I just never Zorro's not our thing. Like,
this is really weird. He has Mark Spears doing this, and then Mark Spears is the B cover. How'd you do that? How's that a
why
thing?
why would he do that? I don't know. Who's doing the A
Also,
cover?
Sean Crystal.
I mean, it's
I
a
don't
nice
know.
little cover. So McFarlane was saying, so someone was interviewing McFarlane over San Diego, and like, oh, so
Oh
what?
yeah,
Like, this is not set in the Spawn universe? McFarlane's like, no, it is set in the
he
Spawn
got mad
universe.
about it. Yeah, he got mad about it. He's like, yes, it
Yeah,
is.
yes, it
Like, why
is.
wouldn't it be? And you're just like, because it isn't there like you created Spawn and Spawn's once a century, right?
Right, right. And that's what
And
he
he's
said.
like,
He
well,
goes, so,
that's just a guy. It's a guy who's influenced by Spawn. And I'm like, fucking, who cares? You know what I mean? Like,
I would
because
have went with,
again, there's like
I would,
seven Spawn right now, right? There's like Gunslinger Spawn and the
Gunslinger, yeah.
Scorched, and like there's a million fucking Spawn. So
I just would have went with like whatever your 1977 book was. Just go with that. Wasn't he like a space pirate?
space, yeah, do a fucking space pirate. You know what I'm saying? But they're not doing that.
Who you bring back? The Vertebreaker. Rob, who's the Vertebreaker? The Vertebreaker is the first Violator toy that wasn't Violator. It's like, because I know Alan Moore created the Fleabiac brothers in the
Yeah.
Violator miniseries. Well,
Hmm.
McFarlane didn't use those guys in the first couple waves of Spawn toys, but he created this Vertebreaker, which is like kind of like a four-legged Violator looking character.
That's right. Yeah. You have a vertebraker right there. Yeah, vertebraker.
I I have a Vertebreaker card.
How the fuck do you have this stuff right in front of
I just
you? Like that's like the third
I
thing we mentioned about it comes up organically. You're like, you know what?
You know
Kaboom!
what?
Like
Kaboom.
that's insane. That's insane.
Max card from the toy.
From the
Because I,
toy.
I told you I went through this box that's like 30 years old.
Oh, that's crazy. We could do a whole show on that fucking box.
You are not kidding.
Uh, Tales of Wonder, some cool covers.
I
Look,
hope it's
look who
good.
this is. Do you know who this is?
Is that your boy?
This is my guy. So
You,
Steve
you love
Scroach. What I love about this is Stefano Cardoselli, who I just saw in a couple Vault books, and they are doing a hardcover, which I'll probably buy. They did a
you
couple
were so excited about
miniseries,
that. You were
and
like,
that was like my find. I think that was my I guess year end like surprise find person.
yeah.
In our show. That was our year end show last year. He was like my guy. But I kind of but now I really love this because I'm like, oh, Steve Scroach also found him this year and made a phone call. He's like, hey,
Well,
can you
so
draw
so
this?
did
You know?
Kirkman, right? Didn't isn't Kirkman? He's doing like Transformer covers or something.
I think there is a yeah, I think there is something. I think I did see him get signed to do something for because well, this is Skybound. So now that he's in the Skybound variant cover, fucking awesome. Yeah, give him anything. Give him anything. Um, so I think that's pretty good. I'm trying to think who drew.
Oh, that's
That's
very very
Jorge
retro looking.
Fornes.
Yes.
Yeah, I really like that. Well, I like the retro coloring, but I also like that. I feel like this is a very like 80s looking cover with like kind of the
The
bad
the team looks
fonts and
80s.
stuff.
Like
Yeah,
it looks just looks 80s to
I
me.
don't know what this book is. Again, like we saw the first
And
issue and we did the same thing. We're like,
I'm, I don't know what it is. Like I
Steve
said,
Scroce.
I enjoyed Maestro. I think Maestro's really good.
Oh, I never read that. I think I have the first issue, but I never read it. Terminal. We get some more scary eyeballs in this one.
That's awesome. Jay
Terminal
Lee.
1 and 2, we both were pretty up on.
Yeah, I didn't
Pretty up
I
on
didn't
it.
read 7 or 10 yet, but reading 1 and 2 back to back, and that was
I'm
great.
not
I
gonna
love
read
reading them
7 or
back to
10.
back.
No way.
You
Don't
can.
do it.
He no, they're standalone issues that work. You can read them by themselves. You can read it later. But the only thing he did was he blacked out a couple lines of dialogue, and
Oh,
that's all he did. So anything that was going to ruin anything, he just blacked it out. So you can
that's
enjoy the
interesting.
story. Yeah. So I think I'm going to
Censored.
read them. I think I'm going to read them now, and then I'll reread them as they come out. Because I'll reread two when it comes out.
Yeah,
Reread.
that makes sense. Yeah, when 2 comes out, right. So I mean the cool thing with this is that, you know, I guess our only gripe mainly is that how many terminals did you get? 5 blind bags?
I got 5 blind bags. I bought the two chromium covers, which I'll show you later.
Yeah.
Um,
Foiled
but I
again.
got 5 blind bags, and I got 3 fucking copies of number 2.
Yep. So you paid
So
an extra dollar for something you could buy for a dollar less.
well, well, the worst thing is I got a number 1 regular cover.
But you wouldn't even buy number. Well, you didn't want a number 1 regular cover. You already bought the chromium
Correct,
cover.
correct. Well, what I
Right.
did was I
I
sold number
bought a
two to
chromium.
Brian. I sold one
Right.
number 2 to Brian, and I sold one set on eBay of 1 and 2, and I have another set of 1 and 2. I'm selling all my blind bags, which is fine because all I want to be left with is the chromium covers. And honestly,
Mm.
if Kirkman hears this, and he's a big fan of the show, um, give me every issue chromium cover. Just keep them coming. I'll pay you $10 a month because I'm a sucker. Just keep giving me chromium
It was
covers.
12.99, bro. That's fucking expensive.
Well,
Like,
it'll be a little cheaper for in the future.
we'll
I don't
see.
know. I don't know why it would be cheaper.
Will's Will's
Will Smith,
Portaccio,
dude, he's
Jay
that's
Lee, Art Adams, David Finch, Andy Kubert. I haven't finished the Andy Kubert interview, but he remembers a lot, man. I think it's pretty cool. He remembers like I think David Harper was saying something about his first issue. He's like, that's not my first issue. I did a backup for Skate Man. And he's like, what? Like, I mean, he's going to remember, but I think it's kind of funny that the internet has it
and
wrong.
who Mark
David
who did
Harper's all proud of himself, and then
and who did Skate Man?
Neil Adams,
Neil Adams,
which
people.
I think was a license, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like because there's only 1 issue of it, and I feel like there was something that was like being like it might have been a license to whoever made skateboards or something. I don't know. I gotta
That's
look at it. I
awesome.
have it because there's only 1 issue. That's it. But yeah, Andy did a backup in that. So Art Adams, I think that's the best cover. I think it's so clean, so nice and clean.
Yeah, it's neat. Dude, this is
Again,
the book. This is.
May 2nd. Yeah.
I'm glad to get a book like this because it's dark. It's not good. Like it's not good for like the people,
Yeah,
for the characters.
it's a little yeah it's I do like it because it's a little odd in some of the stuff, so I think it's got it kind of fascinating. Here's your Transformers. Carl Kerschel, we love Carl
We
Kerschel.
do love Carl Kerschel.
What was that book he did? Was it Isola? Does that sound right, where it was like a lion? Do you remember that book?
Yes,
um
that was beautiful looking.
Beautiful. Yeah, that was wonderful. So I'm curious, and that's good to have him in the stable.
So I like that Howard is doing the cover. Like
Mhm.
he's finally doing the A cover. Now that he's not doing the issue.
Right,
Um,
right, right, right.
but he has upped his game every issue. I think he's getting better and better. If you've been reading his issues, he's getting better. Like he's acclimating more. He's doing a little more. He is the strengths. He's trying. It looks like the strengths of like uh, Daniel Warren Johnson combined with Ryan Otley. Like he was more Otley
Oh, that
back in
makes
the
sense.
day.
Yeah.
He was definitely looked at Otley and Corey Walker when he first started off, and then he went a little messier with Trees, and he's just embracing that messiness with the Otliness of coming together, and his
The
Transformers look good.
oddliness. Yeah, we have a very, I think both of us have the same reason we want Jason Howard to get paid. We want him successful because I feel like everyone around it, like Charlie Adler accidentally got a ridiculous amount of fucking money. You know what I mean? Like that was an accident. Same thing. I
Yes.
mean, Otley earned his in, but there was never a property that Howard could get. Every property he
No.
would start, like Super Dinosaur, didn't go anywhere. Like everything he
No.
started didn't go anywhere.
Astounding Wolfman didn't go anywhere.
Nope.
25
Yeah.
issues, but didn't go anywhere.
Right.
Trees
Got
didn't
nowhere.
go anywhere. Like
Right.
he did his own thing. Big women,
Yes.
big
And good. That was very
it,
good.
it, it is good.
That's
And
really fun.
I enjoyed his missionary comic over at Distillery. I thought that was really good. But
Right.
nothing
Right.
he can't seem to like he's a good artist and he picks good projects.
Yeah.
It's just
So
nothing seems to
I hope he just gets paid and royalty.
well, he's been drawing Transformer third, fourth, eighth printings the whole time. So he
Yeah,
has
so
a
he's
love for this
he's been getting
stuff.
paid. I mean, that's what's kind of cool with the Kirkman. If you get in the Kirkman like sphere, you got a job. Like same thing with I think
Yeah.
with some of the Nicky people that he has. So Nick has
I
like his like Linsner is gonna have a job to do one to two covers,
yeah.
pays his I'm sure pays
The
the
guy
mortgage
who used to come into
daily.
our store will always do stuff at Hauser?
Ken Hauser. Yep.
Ken
He still
Hauser.
does a lot of sketch
Yeah.
covers and yeah, he lives up
So
in
like
Nurses. I met him in the Dynamite office one time. He knows DeLuca, I
he's
believe,
no,
pretty
he's
well.
friends with Milligan too. Milligan, because they would do sketch covers. Milligan worked at Dynamic Forces for a minute. Um,
1 minute.
1 minute, then he got fired.
I don't know when this came out. They were saying that this is
Did
like a
Howard ever
an
do any
early.
Marvel DC work? I feel
I
like he did
not
something, like
there
an
might be
issue or
something, but nothing that I could really.
no runs or anything for sure.
I don't think so. No
No,
runs. Didn't have the
no
runs.
runs.
This is
But you
kind of
know who
fun.
else should come
I don't
back?
remember. Go ahead.
Nate
I'm sorry.
Belgard. Nate Belgard, like, was a really good artist for Kirkman. He did a lot of the Brit stuff after Tony Moore. He did that science book with Eric Stevenson where it was like they were like science heroes. He's like, what if science was like the Beatles or something? It's like
Oh,
science
is it They Are
superheroes.
Not Like Us? Is that time right? Was that him or that was
Totally
someone
for.
else?
I think that was somebody else. That was more
Yeah.
like hipster type of stuff. This was more like Fantastic Four, Beatles.
Yeah, I do not remember
I
Nate
totally forget.
Belgard at all. So,
No, nice guy, good artist. All
um,
right,
all right,
says
here
his
we go.
guild.
Yeah, I don't remember this Dustin Weaver project. I love Dustin Weaver. So I don't remember this at all. It just says that it's a hidden gem, rarely seen debut series from artist Dustin Weaver. I don't know when this was. 0 through 4. Was that through Image? I don't know, but I'll check it out. They're doing a hardcover for it, $25. It's pretty expensive for a 136-page hardcover, but we'll see. Look at this. Look at this terrible
Ah,
cover. What is this? Is this a is this a Gary Frank cover? Is this a Gary Frank
oh
collection?
right, Gary Frank
Usually the
collection.
Gary Frank collections have the worst fucking covers on the planet. Like Geiger, it's like a biohazard symbol. Or
They're trying.
Midnight. What was it?
They're all
Midnight
trying to do
Nation.
Watchmen.
It was just rough. It was like whoa. Like
They're trying to do
that's
Watchmen, and like you're not Watchmen. You're good, but you're not Watchmen.
was it
Watchmen can do it.
Colleen Duran who did the cover? Does that sound right? Colleen Duran did the covers for this, I believe.
She did the hardcover Orbiter with Warren Ellis.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, but
No,
I don't remember.
this is all
I don't remember Sprouse doing the covers for this thing now. I feel like there
no.
was another artist on it.
It's a
But
possibility. Now that was what Wildstorm was that Tokyo? Was that? I think it was Wildstorm, right?
yeah, it was Wildstorm. Might have been Wildstorm Signature or whatever they had at the time. Like they
Yeah,
had, like these
whatever was creator owned.
because they had Red Down, or they had a bunch of stuff that was like all around that time.
What was the Tokyo one? Two Step by Amanda Cotter. Like Warren
Yep,
Ellis was really
there was
rocking at that
Tokyo
point.
Pop.
Tokyo
It
Pop,
was
that's what it was.
Philip Bond.
Looks so good, dude.
They were all pretty good. They were all pretty good.
They're all
Two
pretty
Step
good.
was pretty good. They all seem like pitches for movies or shows or something. They all
Well,
seem like
Ocean
something.
Ocean did get picked up for a movie, and I was talking to Chris Rouse about it one time. I said he was okay with talking about this. I said, was it a good amount? He's like, it's enough to buy a car, but that's about it. I'm like, all right, that's cool. His share was he got enough to buy a car.
Right.
That's
What if he
not
bought a
bad.
car
That's
with it? I mean, he has the idea of like that's this much I could buy a car. You know what I mean? Like that's. I wonder if he immediately bought a car.
maybe he needed a car.
I should reread this. This is coming out through what? This is coming out through
Amazon.
yeah, adaptation. Yeah, Witches adaptation stream on Prime in 2027. Witches 1 through 6 and Bad Egg Halloween Special. I don't think I ever read Bad Egg Halloween Special material from image number 7. Image number 7. Was
Is
that
that
like
that's
the
the 30th anniversary book? The 12 issue miniseries had the Blizzard Jeff Johns story,
oh, okay. All right. I guess. I
which
don't
is
know.
now officially a Ghost Machine book.
Right. Right, right, right.
They made a one shot out of it.
Whoa. Easy, easy. Guys, guys, guys. These cats are going nuts. Easy. I'm gonna knock shit over.
Simmer down,
Uh,
cat. Simmer down.
There we go. UK 2. UK Volume 2. Jeff Senior. Jeff
You
Senior
know how
cover.
people have had this for like a year now? Like the people who went back to Kickstarters and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't like their mapping. I didn't like their mapping. I don't think their
The
mapping was
which
correct.
what did you get? The stories in chronological order, like how you should read it, or how they came out?
I think how they came out. I think that I think when they did if you got the if you got whatever numbering you got, if you got the Kickstarter put it in complete order. So they're mixed up from what I understand.
See, that would drive me insane because to me, I would only buy this digitally. But
Mhm.
like I would be like, well, does it have everything? Can I get rid of my other stuff? Like I'd have to look for everything to make sure everything's in
Oh yeah,
there.
you're OCD
Or
bad on that. You're rough
only
on
with
that.
the stuff I love. If it's something I love. Oh, I was talking to a friend of mine who lives in the UK. And he got the hardcovers and he said it's still newsprint, but it's like a better newsprint than the regular newsprint, which is still deluxe.
Yeah, and they have a cool film on it. They have a cool like shiny stuff on it, you know. Um, listen, the book market, we went to Barnes and Noble the other night because I wanted to get the new Frank Miller book, and I think the book market, like they're doing such nice jobs on these like really nice editions of. First off, it's kind of amazing that there was a gigantic section of the Odyssey. They had 10 different copies of the Odyssey, different translations. They had like statues and bookmarks and bookends and like it's kind of nuts. And it was shopped. Like that's was I was like, what? Like you know what I mean? Like it was like I'm buying the Odyssey. Whether you know what they're probably buying it to have it
Their
on their
bookshelf, of course.
either on the bookshelf or it's going to be on like a lot of stuff was like very coffee table bookish, like but the design wise, and it was packed. Like I mean the Barnes and Noble was packed. It was a Friday night. I don't know. It was crazy. Saturday night. It was just packed. So that's pretty fun. I mean that's pretty fun. But I think when I saw the Transformers, I think the GI Joe they have like a shiny edges to them, like almost like a Bible when you get a Bible and it's all like gold,
Yes.
you know, like your Bible. Um,
Like this right here. No, I just no. What's funny is I just found where did I put it? I do have Bibles like that, but by chance I came across this. I have this micro Bible. Oh well, I don't see it here now. It's all pile, Mark.
all
So
the
it's this
pile.
little tiny Bible about this big, like slightly bigger than the old Marvel little mini comics. You know, the ones that are this
Right.
big.
Yeah.
So, and it does have the trim around it. And I'm like, look at the date. It's like 1932. I'm like, holy crap, this book's almost 100 years old. It's a little children's Bible for the children.
Sorry, I'm gonna move everything.
Speaking of Bible, I want that Frank Miller Jesus comic to happen. Like
Never happened.
I've brought it up. I brought it up not amongst our friends. I'm like, do you remember this? Do you remember this? Because I've always remembered it.
That Jesus exclamation point.
I hope so.
I think that's right.
Is it Teenjus? Can I get a Teenjus comic?
Teen just I want a
You
teen
know,
just comic.
I do. There, Kirkman does have that connection with You know what's funny? There's a whole weird thing there. Like Kirkman was talking about a little bit. They were bringing up Danny McBride to
Yeah,
Kirkman,
he
and
doesn't like Danny McBride's getting like clicks. He doesn't like it.
he doesn't like it. But he also like I don't think he doesn't dislike it. Yeah, I think
Look,
he's
it,
leaning into the joke.
yeah, I mean, look, if there's G.I. Joe movie, what's going to happen is that the Energon universe will sell more. Period. Like it's going to be a bookstore. Like it's going to sell more. That's it. So yeah, he'll take the royalties on it. That's fine. But I think he's mad because he's like, I've done a lot of stuff for this, and they take a 20-second clip from an episode of like Happy Sad Confused, right? And it just goes viral. So I get it. I get it. You know. Listen, do another Kirkman manifesto and get viral again.
You know, he does have a
Um,
relationship with that Walton Goggins. So, you know, if you're gonna get a Teen Just comic.
Teen Just, yeah,
Well,
because
you
that's
know,
what one
well,
of the guys was like. Look, we'll take a Teen Just comic, and then he's like, oh yeah, I guess so. Like he got mad, like because someone like agreed, like, well, we can, we'll do that. Yeah, because the Righteous Gemstones are was great. So,
great.
here's your Titan solicits. I guess I need to go back and I need to check my Victor Santos
What's he doing for them?
collection.
Moon
It's a
Eaters.
whole graphic now. I mean, listen, man, when you put shit out, it's a whole thing. It's a whole
No,
thing.
I'm a big fan of Victor Santos, so I'm like
I love
curious.
him, dude. I read Kid Maroon. I didn't finish it though. It's pretty
Mhm.
good. It's
Yeah.
Christopher Cantwell. It was on Global. It's pretty good. Did I miss this? This is a Jamie Hewlett book that they say is 25 years old. I don't remember. This doesn't ring a bell to me whatsoever.
It, I do remember that name. I
I
didn't read
don't.
it then, but I do remember that name.
Yeah.
You know, Mark, it's probably because you were miserably married the first time and you were living in Baltimore. Oh,
I get
25 years
married
ago.
all the time and I'm miserable when I get married. So no more marriages. No more marriages. Conan mini series omnibuy. Didn't check. It doesn't really say. I hope that there's sketches. I have a German version of this miniseries, the Claudio Castellini, the first miniseries, Conan the Barbarian. Technically, it's volume two, um, and that is the best. That's so good, and unfortunately, it's never been reprinted. I have a copy of it that was printed in Germany. There's a bunch of sketches in the background in the back of that book. So I hope they have stuff for this. I don't know if they have, so this is the mini series. Wait, does it list? It doesn't list here. Because remember, there's also like 10 issues of just like the Conan ongoing series. So I'm not sure if there's enough material. You're going to have the Rune crossover. How do you print that? Is Barry Windsor Smith okay with that? There's a Bart Sears cover for Savage Sword Reforged. Very nice. We're gonna finish. We're gonna kind of blow through Marvel kind of fast because I'm gonna fall asleep. I mean, again, there's also not a ton of Marvel stuff in here. Here's your October Marvel stuff. Doom All in One, which is Al Ewing. So, speaking of putting to sleep, I'll read an Al Ewing comic and go right to sleep. The only thing that's interesting here is you have a Capuccio on art, and I think that he's great. That's the Moon Knight artist that kind of like that was the guy that was the Jed McKay Moon Knight artist that just kind of went up, elevated. I guess I didn't see this, but Juan Figueri is doing Uncanny, which is actually kind of great. He was the Ultimates artist, and I always thought that he should be doing the covers. I like Dyke Ryan and all, but we never saw like him do covers, so I'm curious of him jumping in here. Have you read this since the first issue? Both of us, I think, have not, right? This
I have
Inglorious
not.
X-Force. Um, I want to read it. Now, who is that? Who is that? Is that Helverine?
Yeah, it's Wolverine.
Who's Helverine? I don't fucking remember. Is that
It's Dakin.
it's
What's Dakin?
Dakin? Man, I don't fucking know. I should have a video of like who's Helverine? I just like and I look confused and just look down.
Huh?
Dakin. Inglorious X-Force 10. But the reason that is notable is 10 is usually where they cut them off and say, "Hey, you're canceled." Doesn't say anything here.
It
Um,
must be. Well, there's probably a small uptick for X Force stuff because people have been excited about X Force during the new X Men cartoon.
Maybe. Speaking of which, um, I am two episodes back on this, but I did start to watch the one episode and Polaris is in it and I just love these costumes and there it is. Oh,
Look at that,
windows
dude.
were. Oh wait. Larry Stroman, everybody. Al Milgram. Al Milgram kept that inking job on X Factor for fucking ever. We should figure
Dude,
out
it was
what the issue he started. It was like issue 30 or something, and ink through it for a long time.
he did. He
Through
inked
Casada.
he didn't ink Art Adams issues though, did he?
No, but those he might have because those are boring fucking issues. That's
Yeah,
a
it's the
bummer.
worst. It is a bummer. I think like Walt Simonson must have made it up to him. Like, listen, I apologize about you having to draw those issues. What do you want to do for you know,
He
Fantastic Four?
he might have. He might have. Yeah, because I feel like they're not crisp and yeah, Art Adams. Then it's Terry Austin. Terry Austin did the FF issues. Yeah, does that sound right? Or RT Bear?
Art both, and Milgram did some of it. So T Bear,
Get out of there,
Austin.
Milgram. Get out. Yeah, the third
I know,
issue
right?
probably had like six inkers or some shit. I
Yeah,
feel like that was always the way. This is always the way
this is the
with that.
way.
It like you get a little bit. I know I mentioned this I guess in the last show. Why are there two Gambit series going, bro? Like just
I don't know.
it's so
I don't know
crazy
how
the
we.
way Gambit became so popular from his death on a retro show. Retro
Well,
show.
it's the death. It's the death combined with how much people liked him in the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
Because Comic Gambit sucks. Nobody ever talks about Comic Gambit anymore.
Well,
But I
this
guess
one is in Orlando. Gerardo Sandoval doing, I guess, some of that, so that's interesting. And then this one, Robert Gill, who I think is always really good, but again, you never know because all Marvel is just whoever they have hanging around. It's just someone doing the art. So that's your what, Simone DeMeo? Okay. And then Lil Francis Yu. Okay. So Robert Gill, good artist. I don't know who that first guy is, Eduardo Audino. Again, another nobody, but Gerardo Sandoval is pretty great. But I don't know what this book is. Again, two books. You said you like this. This is
I did like that.
the classic Steve and Steve, the classic
I
Orlando Segovia. I
I
feel like they've done
really
a couple of
thought
things
it was
together.
going to be so boring because you're really bored by Orlando. I'm kind of bored by
Mhm.
Segovia. Outback is kind of boring. Like I kind of got into X Men right after Outback.
Right.
But I read issue one. I'm like, oh, this is really good. Oh, I'm just gonna break it to you. A Sabretooth's in it. So I'm like, I'm a Sabretooth Mark. You're
Yep.
a Mark. Mark.
Sabretooth Mark.
So, but it was
Um,
good. It was well written, and it definitely fit right in. Like sometimes, like I don't mind a retro story, just don't try to retro in a bunch of shit that doesn't belong. And honestly, like there's huge gaps in X Men storylines where like there was no Sabretooth. So I'm like, you know
right.
what? I don't mind Sabretooth being put in here.
Right. Did you watch the episode of X-Men 97 with
Yes,
like
with
y-
Sabretooth,
well, yeah, the one just now with Sabretooth and
Garrison Cage,
Lady Deathstrike and everything.
and Maverick. Yes, it
That's
was
pretty
made for
fun.
us.
That was made for us. That was like perfectly made for. I was like, oh, yeah, pretty great. There's your boy. There's Cable. That's a
That's
that's
a
a
pretty
good
badass
looking
cover.
fucking Cable. Yeah.
Like
Um, these are good. Like I don't know. This is interesting. Yeah. So you have Kieran Gillen and Chris Claremont. I don't understand how that Chris Claremont's doing on that. 101, 102 for amazing. There we go. Captain Britain 50th anniversary. How crazy is that, dude? 50. I'm
I know
50.
I'm 50.
That
He didn't
means
look
that
like that
means it came
though.
out as we came out. As
They're
we
gonna have that
came
Jack
out of the
Kirby.
people. Look at that. That's good. That's good. And
That is good.
here's your premieres. Okay, I guess. Again, that's just to me, it's just like this is just not the right, you know. I just don't like it. I don't like this format. I don't like the size. I understand it, but I
Nope.
mean,
Why
yeah,
be
I want
different?
this out,
Don't
but
be different.
I'm
That's the
different,
way I
girl.
feel.
I'm
Like,
different. Sensational Spider-Man Annual 96. Is there a Craven story in that I don't remember? I don't know.
what is it?
Spectacular.
Amazing.
Sensational Spider-Man Annual 96. Hmm.
I guess so. 96. Is that the 96? They were doing so much crazy shit that year.
Yeah, I don't
They did
know.
it
Is that
because
even fucking Spider-Man? Is that Ben Riley? I mean, that's Ben Riley though. The Sensational when it came out was Jurgens Ben Riley. I would
I don't
love
know.
that. We need to. Does Jurgens talk about that shit ever? How he just like was on it and then was gone?
I feel like he just did talk about it, and I kind of forget what he said.
It might have been Dollar, but I'll have to look around for his interviews because I would like
Yeah.
that. I think he's very underrated. You know what I got recently? I just got a Time Masters again. I feel like I sold that before and I grabbed it again. It's RT Bear. And looking through
Yeah.
that, I'm like, this is so Jurgens specific. Jurgens didn't draw it, but it's like you're looking at it, you're like, it might as well be,
Hmm.
might as well be. Um, but
Marcus
that's
Welby.
pretty fun. I also got Sun Devils, which is it feels like a toy line that never happened. Sun Devils is so toyish, is so toyetic, like I don't know what happened. Because I feel like the Sun Devils before were they in like the 60s or I'm thinking of Sea Devils.
You're
The
thinking of Sea
Sun
Devils,
Devils are
yeah.
nothing. Sun Devils is a new it was a new property from Jerry Conway, Dan Jurgens, and then I believe Conway did something else.
What's
Uh,
crazy is that never would have got a toy line because in the '80s you weren't going to have a toy line called the Devils. It was just too close to the
right,
whole satanic panic of the '70s.
right.
And
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons was still like a scary thing to parents in the '80s, which is hilarious, dude. There's a really crappy. Remember Nob Hill Apartments? Now it's called Washington Way Apartments.
Yes. Yep.
So they were infamous for
Novel.
like parents would like keep us like we were not allowed to go there. It's bad. There's Dungeons and Dragons and Satan worshippers and women getting accosted and murders and is it bad? Yes. Is it that bad? No. But it's just like it was very funny. It was like stay away from those apartments. Guess what? I lived there for a year. Well, in between houses, like when I was getting my house built, we lived in that
Oh,
apartment
really?
complex. It was
I didn't
fine.
know that. That's funny.
Yeah,
But
we were
that's it.
talking.
But
We were
look at
literally
these.
talking.
I know, but I don't remember. I just don't.
I know
I
you
wasn't
don't really.
listening.
You're not listening to me. You're just waiting to talk.
I was probably really sad. It was probably
Which
one
is
of my sad eras, which is
could have been one of your divorces.
70% of my life.
Sad
Sa-
dad.
Wah wah. Sad dad. Yeah, that's it, man. Wow, and this is kind of here's the bookend. The bookend is this. Gwang yap. Gwang yap.
Oh, gang. You know what that means? That means it's the Cable Punisher story from Marvel Comics Presents, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
You only
rough.
see Gang. It is rough
That's
because
a
that
rough
book
one.
should be. Dude, why do you hire Gang Yep to draw that? Why wasn't Sam Keith drawing that? Because Sam Keith covers are amazing.
Yep.
His Ghost Rider Cable covers on Marvel Comics Presents, his Marvel Comics Presents deserves to be like in an art book all its own. Those covers are great. He's like one of my top five Cable artists. I think. I think Sam Keith is in my top five Cable artists.
Yeah, because he never drew cable besides covers.
No,
There's no interiors.
no, and
Oh,
every
that
cover
sucks.
is
Yeah.
like great.
So yeah, here's hoping we'll wrap it up with the Goss. You know what I mean? We gotta finish. We gotta be done with the show. Wait, you gotta do foiled again? You got foils?
Mark, I got foiled again. I got chat, and I got.
Oh my God, dude, this show's gonna be 5 hours long.
You knew it coming in. Listen, if you didn't talk so much, what a jerk!
I,
I'm a jerk to you sometimes, Mark.
I
Deal with
know.
it.
All right, let's see.
Mark. Hey, you should try out tomorrow?
Don't
Coffee.
bring it up.
Try out
I
coffee. All
was a
right.
boy.
Let's go message foils
Now
again while you're
I'm
loading the
a
chat.
bat.
What
Wait a
did I
second.
discuss? What? Chromium terminal.
All right, here. Let me go out of here. Hold on.
Yeah, make it big.
Gonna make it big.
No, chromium covers on terminal are great. And like I said, I have the clear backings, so I can always look at the backs.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. I need to probably get those for
They're
some
fun.
things.
They did the good guys and the bad guys. And with terminal, are they really that good or are they really that bad? I think at the action 1100 foil, Jim Chung, Superboy.
Jim Chong.
Yeah, I dig it. I think my Superman foils, Daily Avengers, front and back.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good on foil, just because I feel like
It's so many characters. It's so
it's
many characters.
lighter. Yeah, but I feel like you
Yeah,
can't see it, you know. Foiled again.
here we go. I got this because it's only $20, but it's another Youngblood foil cover by a guy named Monk, and he's really good. He's really detailed. And when I was up at New York last year, he had the original art with him, showing a Lysol. And I'm looking at the original art. I'm like, this guy's really good details. No, I'm sitting on the keyboard. Hold a second. I locked myself out. All right, getting through this. Got the Evangeline foil, hollow foil for the new series. The series comes out in October, but I got it now.
Oh,
You
right,
get
right,
these
right.
at you could get these at San Diego. This one I like a little bit better. I'm wearing like a fireman's jacket and a gown for the
Boobs.
hospital. Boobs McGee. I got my Transformers Armada full cover. Well, they did really good hollow fills for this book. This is I think it's Pat. No, it's Don Figueroa. Don Figueroa did the
Is
cover for
that a
that.
retailer exclusive or what was
No,
that?
you could. I
No.
think you just. I don't know if it's retailer. I don't know. I initially got them through the store for cover price.
Hmm.
Are you ready for this one, Mark? This is the last foil cover for the week. Boom. The McFarlane Hulk poster.
Oh, what the hell was that
Never
on?
a cover.
Is that one of the South American ones?
Yeah, it's Panini, so it's Italian. So like, why isn't this happening in America? You know, like these are great. This cover, this was never published in a
Right,
Hulk comic.
right,
This is
right, right.
only a poster, which I
So
have
that's
over
like
there.
quadruple up your alley because that's like
Yes.
here's a non-reprintable thing. What's it wrapped in? What's it wrapping? What is it? What's inside?
Um, the first Nick Klein, Philip Kenny Johnston Hulk comic.
So it's not even a facsimile of a McFarlane anything. It's nothing.
No, it's a nothing. It's just
It's a
a
Hulk one.
excuse
So
to yes,
it's a new Hulk one.
right.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
and here's something
That's
I
fair.
ordered from McFarlane himself. It's an
But
Action Comics pin, metal. It's embossed. It's 3D. What's funny is I ordered the regular version, but I got a chase one, which is like a 1 in 25. So I
mhm,
ordered like a $20 pin. It's probably like a $100 pin, and I like this better. This is the antique look. It's the colors are more accurate. It's got a more tarnished.
that's
It's
weird.
small, but it's really cool. McFarlane's doing a bunch of pins. Like that's probably the only. I mean, if he does a Superman one, I'll probably get it. You know,
You're a mark.
I am. I am.
I'm a mark. Don't get
So
me
this
started.
this is a Kickstarter. It's not comic related, but it's you related. It's like a little. It's the little square thing. It's like a clock, an AI system. It's like a just does a bunch of stupid stuff, but it looks so neat because it's based off of the Apple Macintosh that you had, right? It's like a
Yeah,
97,
I
98.
had that color actually. Yeah.
But
What
like,
is it?
it's like an alarm clock slash like gives you the weather, gives you your emails, any messages. It's just like an assistant, like a little digital assistant.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, it's just kind of cool looking. I don't know. I'm not getting it, but I just thought like it just
I'll
looks
get
cool.
it.
Yeah, you might,
I might get it. Yeah. That's very possible.
because you literally had it. I was amazed by Apple at the time because I'm like, what? There's no tower? I wasn't very computer savvy back then. Penthouse Comics is returning. I think that's cool. They got some new people. Some old people. I forget who else they have involved with it. But I think like Penthouse Comics really paid a lot of good money back in the '90s. You had Adam Hughes and Keith Giffen and Jason Pearson, uh, McGuire. Just a lot of A-list talent working on these
Yeah,
books.
yeah. Yeah, Dave Johnson, you had like a Milo Manara stuff in there. Oh, yeah, a lot of
Right,
yeah, there
right.
was a lot of
Alan
stuff in there.
Alan
Adam
Davis.
Hughes.
Yes. So
Yeah, that's right. You said Kevin McGuire. Yeah, I mean there was a lot. Then there was also the Frazetta. I have one of them. Like I don't know if it was the same publisher. They had Frazetta Illustrated, and there was a
Frazetta Fantasy Illustrated.
right. Yeah,
Really good series. Actually had a Battle Chaser story in one of the issues that's
I got that.
fantastic.
Yep.
Liefeld was going to do a Reject story in it. It ended up not happening, and that's the first story in Reject Zero, which is pretty good. These are two statues that I guess you got to buy both of them to get, but it's Amazing Spider-Man 319, which is my
Yeah.
second McFarlane issue I ever got. So like this means a lot to me, and what I like about it is they're not perfect, but the ink lines are back.
Yeah, do the
And
ink lines. Correct. Yeah,
no,
do
these
the
look
ink
better.
lines.
I don't like the webs, clear webs. Just make them gray and black. I don't like clear webs, but like so, it's tempting to get these two statues and put them together.
Yeah,
And
it's in well, again, I think this is might be Walmart exclusive. I don't really know what they're doing. Like Walmart's going through like remodels. So in the couple Walmarts near me is that they're it seems like they're doing these different let me pull this over. it seems like they're redoing parts of like their electronic section. So they purged a bunch of stuff, and I saw a bunch of carts, and they go in the back. And I used to work at Toys R Us, and sometimes shit would just get sent to the back, and then just kind of sit in a cart in the back for a bit. And I
Right.
feel like they had right before Brand New Day. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. There was a live stream or something. He was promoting an end cap. It's probably on his Instagram. He's promoting an end cap, and it was these his movie ones, which look so boring. You know what I mean? Like they look literally like the ones you don't want to buy. Like they're
Yes.
like, here's Ruffalo, and it's like, no, thank you. You know what I mean? But then he had this, and then he had, I think you have, oh, I didn't see it. Let me open this one up here. Whoop.
Look at the back. We never got
Yeah,
to see that back before. Look at that. That is a queen's ass right there. New York's
that,
finest.
yeah. And
New,
then
that's a
this,
New
which
York.
you've not seen. This was in Walmart, but I'm saying like this was there 3 weeks ago, and
I
now
don't
that end cap is not
I don't
there.
want the green one. I want the gray one. I will not buy the green one. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to do a green variant. Do you remember the Hulk 340 cover with the Wolverine
Yeah,
reflection, the Hulk reflection? They made a poster where Hulk's green. Like in the
right.
comic, he's gray. The comic, he's gray here. But they made a poster of the Green Hulk, and I always kind of like that as an addition to. So I'm glad they made a green toy, but I still want the gray one. I still
Yeah, it's
would. I
fine.
still want
I'm
that.
correct. I can't think about it, but it's the gray one. Oh,
So Bart Sears is doing some He-Man redesigns for a new line of
oh.
toys.
Hmm.
So Bart Sears is a toy guy. He's been a toy guy. He's obviously a great comic artist, but he's done toy designs at least since the '90s. He helped do a lot of the X-Men designs. In fact, do you remember buying X-Men toys in the '90s and it had Bart Sears art on the packaging?
You mean Whitman?
Whitman? I do not mean Whitman. I do not mean
Boom,
Whitman.
Whitman. That's who he is. That's Whitman, right?
I know. I'm aware.
That's the Wizard. So Wizard magazine had covers clearly Bart Sears. They had a Wolverine cover with Sabretooth like on the side, and I don't know if it was a contract thing or something, but he signed it Whitman. And we're
Yeah,
all
I know
like,
there's
yeah,
a
we know
contract
it's Bart
thing.
Sears. We fucking know.
I think they tried to hide some of his art with like bad Paul Mounts coloring. And look at this. This is the original art, which is probably digital anyway. But just goes
Yeah.
along with the Bad Rock cover number 4, since we were already talking about the Hulk toy. Now give me a Bad Rock toy then.
We did it
That would never
again.
happen. Did we ever talk about these? Like the whole I'm not really sure what's going on. It's like the next Dark Side chapter in the Justice League
Well, we saw,
universe. Is
yeah,
it
the solicits were in,
did,
but yours, yeah, this is because I think this is the
were these in the
cover.
solicitations? Yeah,
These
these
are
aren't
the
very big.
interior pages that I think were, I don't know. Are these preview pages? Oh, this might have been, was this from San Diego stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe they were showing preview pages of that one shot. Sanford Green. Sanford
Yeah.
Green.
It's good.
He's dope, dude. Yeah, he's real good. He's kind of perfect for, it's a shame that I completely lost interest. The New Gods book that came out, I thought was really good when it started, and it just had all these extra characters and
Ah.
stuff in it, and I got burnt out by it, and I stopped reading it. I
Yeah,
couldn't do it anymore.
I'm 4 issues out. This is neat because it's showing a multiverse, which I always love. Nobody does multiverse better than DC. But
Yeah, I need to see clear of that because I don't know what Superman does. Don't bring it up. I was a boy, and now I'm a bat. Okay. Yeah, that's the
that
cover.
that's the one you showed, yeah.
Yeah, that's the cover. Baby Darkseid.
Baby Dark Side. Is that from something? So Bill Mouse, speaking of Bill Mouse, we were talking about him earlier. He ran into McFarlane, I guess had a conversation with him. So I got a comment, hey, did you get that X Farce cover? Because X Farce, the first parody press comic ever,
Is it
published
Parody
by
Press?
Eclipse? No, it was
Might have
before
been
it was Parody
Eclipse.
Press.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was the first actual parody comic he had done. Him and Don Chin worked on it together. It was solicited with a McFarlane cover, and the McFarlane couldn't get to it, so he just drew his own cover, which is great. It's a good X Farce cover. And who both laughed at my comment? Why those two, Don Chin and Bill Mouse. It's just funny. It's just funny. I made the comment. Did you get that X Farce cover? And those two liked it.
X-Force.
X Farce, pretty good. Domino's Pizza, cable TV. So the new Star Trek movie, I guess those guys are working on, might be set in the future, but not in the Discovery future. Like they were
Hmm.
talking about how like next gen worked because it's set like 150 years in the future from the original show, or 100 years in the future from the original show. So it's nice that like there was handoff. Like you had Doc McCoy handing off. He was in the first episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation. So they don't know if they're going to use the handoff. I mean, if you're going to use Shatner, you better fucking use him fast. You know, which is sad. He's got stage 4 cancer. Him and his daughter both, which is terrible.
Oh,
Give me stage 4 cancer. Don't give it to my kid. I wonder if
that's
that's the kid
horrible.
of the
I
wife
didn't
that
think I knew
died.
that. Not even
Ter-
that he may have murdered. We don't know. You know what I mean? There was
we don't know.
no
That's
investigation.
very weird.
0.0 investigation on that. Very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Because she was like an Olympic
Very
swimmer and then
uncomfortable.
she died in the pool. Okay.
Right,
You
right.
know, and then they couldn't link anything that she had anything wrong with her. So, who is Daly and Goldstein? They did one of
They
them is
did
like
the
an actor, right?
they
He's
they
in
did the Dungeons and Dragons movie, which people love.
yeah,
And
and
what
they
kills
did
me,
Vacation. Is that were they Vacation
I think so. I
also?
think they're Vacation, which people like. I've never seen Vacation. So the
Yeah,
problem is, Chris Pine is fantastic in that Dungeons and Dragons movie, and they work
right,
so well with him. And then they
right.
go and do Star Trek, and they're not using Chris Pine.
They can't. Well, I think that they can't. I think that they can't go back to that. They talked a couple times going back to that universe, and they just can't. The
Well,
problem
here's the
is
thing.
that it takes too long to make these things, and like that's what Marvel's run into. You know what I mean? You have like you have these geriatric people that are going to be up there. Like it's just not. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
shocked that
didn't it?
Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen are still able to even act. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Well, this is it. I think it's it for Patrick Stewart. Ian McKellen. I think he's still doing the next Lord of the Rings movie, but he's got to be up there. Like, I
man,
mean,
they were old when they started. You know.
they were.
And then this
They
is
were. They
Spawn.
were.
This is new Spawn, right?
It's
It's
new old
new.
Spawn. Apparently, it was like
Nold
done
Spawn.
years ago. Like this is Keith David. It's Mark Hamill as Twitch. Like, but like all this stuff was recorded like 20 something years ago, and all the like most of the work's done. It's just got to be like finished. And it was just
I
sitting around. McFarlane's like, yeah, that's mine. I paid for it.
this has
I'll
got to be like again, McFarlane's such a weirdo. Like
he,
that
he
that
is.
that fucking like Spawn movie is never happening. You can keep saying it's happening. You keep saying you're directing it. You can keep running into like Jamie Foxx at the fucking like Whole Foods. You know what I'm saying? Like it like to me,
Yeah.
it's so not happening. It's crazy. Like we can't keep doing this. We can't keep going through this. So when I saw this, I'm like, I guess do that. You know what I mean? Because again, Keith David's voice is name. You're saying this the recording. This is old Keith David work. This isn't
Yes.
like Keith David possible. I mean, shit, he's still
Right.
around. You know, possible
He's still around.
Jackal from
Yeah.
Spider-Man Brand New Day potentially. So
And if you
mm,
ever do a new Spawn cartoon, you should just go back to Keith David. Like, just keep hiring that dude because he's awesome.
right,
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
right.
Weird news
Well,
this week.
well, that's it.
Weird news.
We can't do any more, Rob. That's it. I gotta
Okay.
go to bed.
Okay.
It's 11 o'clock at night.
I
The
don't
show's
know.
like 3 hours long.
We can do a little more.
What do we got now? What's next? What are we doing?
Let's
Email?
look at the Twitter. Twitter. Email.
Oh my God, dude. All
Yeah,
right,
let's go through my
come on.
email.
No, you didn't email me,
Oh,
did you?
no, I didn't email you. Actually,
Thank
I did
God.
email you stuff, but I think it was for yourself.
Porn.
Private emails. Right.
All right, let me switch this. God damn it.
You'll be fine, Mark.
Well, everybody, just a quick insert here. Zoom just quit, had enough of Rob's nonsense. No more segments, Rob. No more segments. We're trying to cut it down to 1 hour. It's impossible. Early morning editing, Mark here. So, like, comment, subscribe, share. More features next week. More new, hopefully less news. Nope. Hopefully less everything. I'm exhausted. Okay, everyone. See everyone soon. Like, comment, subscribe.